20.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another TCH Live from Dallas, Texas. We got a fun one tonight. It's the PLO Madness Final Table, and I got a PLO buddy in the booth with me, Mr. John Winfield. How you doing, John?
Doing all right.
All right, John's doing good. John participated in the tournament today, and now he's in the booth with me. Wish you were on the final table so I could commentate you, but instead we've got a great lineup that we'll get to, and you can let us know who's got your chippies currently on this table.
Actually, two different people. I was in for 3 bullets. So.
Okay. Well, we're going to have a good time tonight. We've already got some folks waiting in the chat. Thank y'all for being patient. It took a minute to get these guys down to the final table. I showed up, John, when they were 15-handed, and it took forever to get down to the final 9. So here we are.
Got a couple of shorties, though, so this might move quick.
Yeah, we do. We definitely got a couple of people. What did we say, under 4 big blinds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all are very familiar with the player we normally call Galoo or Mehdi. He's going by Big Daddy tonight. He's got a little bit of confidence going, I guess.
So we got Big Daddy and Egg Daddy.
Yeah, we got Egg Daddy at the table. That's right. But this is Big Daddy. He's got a couple of kings
84.
in his hand with a suited queen.
The 3-bet out of the blinds.
Mark here in the 5 seat plays a lot of tournaments at our final table. He is one of those super short stacks there. That's going to leave him with just 23,000 after this hand. Ouch. Less than 2 blinds.
Yeah, I might have been going with
Just go with anything. Yeah.
The equities just run too close in PLO. You got a shot.
Egg Daddy does have a shirt on with eggs on it. Of course. Here we go, though, to our first flop of the night, folks. And it's a good one for Mickey.
Well, sometimes you just know. Queen Jack 10-10 actually knocked me out my 3rd bullet. So.
Eddie is going to lead out here. We had a Mickey on last night. This is a different Mickey tonight, though. Young buck, been playing a lot of tournaments in our room. He was excited to be on a final table. Got a pretty healthy stack, though, 361.
That he does.
FOD.
30 big blinds now.
192.
That is a lot of chips in PLO.
My whole life I've dealt with this shit, man. I've tried
Kind of a medium stack in Hold'em, but
It's like a list of certain
the size of the pots in PLO, 30 big blinds is quite a bit more.
Yeah, but I already know all of this. It's like something that cures this. Is what I thought you were saying.
It supposedly reduces the,
It reduces it.
yeah, if not cures.
He is taking his time here.
So much crap I can't get it stuck.
What's the thought process here, John, on Trip Jacks?
I mean, he's probably contemplating raising because he has the gutter to go with it, but with having 4 cards, you can just get in so much trouble. You run into Ace, King, Jack right there. You're just getting crushed. But then also, you know, if you raise, your opponent's going to fold a hand like kings. So.
150?
Mehdi is not one to shy away from barreling, so we see a bet on the turn here.
Yeah, only 1 club between the 2 of them, so.
If I do, we're on stream. I can go watch it. Maybe
You never want to be the first player out, and this is PLO, right? Our Hold'em folks are going, what's he thinking about? He's got Trip Jacks. Well, it's a different game.
Oh, my goodness. Mehdi's snap called.
Snap call from Mehdi. He needs a king, and there's none left, John. You can see up there, there are no kings left. They've been folded.
That is a problem.
Our first hand will be a double up for Mickey. The Trip Jacks are going to hold there for Mickey. He's playing Queen Jack there. Big double up. That's going to get him almost to $1 million, 914. Little bit of a misstep there by Mehdi with the snap call. Surprised.
Definitely. I am too. I've played enough PLO with Mehdi to know that he, you know, he acts quickly sometimes, but he's a formidable PLO opponent. So
Absolutely he is, yeah.
A little surprised there.
Well, great hand there. We'll show you what we're playing for here tonight as our man Tai Chi is going to get that pot shipped over to Mickey. All 9 of these folks have $950 locked up. $30,000 prize pool. We came just a skosh short of that tonight, so there's a lot going on in the area. Just a little bit short, but of course we're always going to honor those guarantees. So 30K is the prize pool. 950 for ninth is our next man out. But they're playing for 9,520 up top. Pretty healthy if you just bought in once.
Very, very healthy. Yeah, I am good for what 9% of that prize pool. So
99 entries, 3 entries. Yeah, that's the fun part about my job when I get to play in some of these. And you know, I've got obviously RJ Dupree that's normally in here with me, and so we always try to maybe see if one of us can weasel our way to a final table. And of course, it doesn't happen often, so we end up just getting to come in here and say, okay, that guy has my chips and that guy has my chips. But the last even bigger one I played in, it was Esias that took that whole thing down, and I was like, hey, those are my chips, you know.
yeah, at least
He got my money.
they made it.
They
this
made
far.
good use.
And my math was terrible there. I'm good for 3%.
3%. That's okay. All right, right back over to Mickey under the gun here.
I would be surprised to see him open this.
Are you surprised to see him just let it go, or
No.
no?
not at all.
Okay.
No, the 6-5 just super disconnected from the ace queen. The ace queen part is sexy, but the 6-5 is just garbage. If they can't make a straight, you probably should let them go. That's a sexy.
That is sexy. We got double suited here. Ace, king, king, 9.
Is it regular Coke, man? Yes, please. Regular Coke.
Medi's probably going to play every pot until he doubles up. Well, there's no more kings left again.
And it looks like Mark did change his name to North. And he's going to need to run. No, there he is. Mark is the kings. Okay,
Yeah.
you're right. It was North who made the raise here with that sexy hand. It's Mark who's all in with the other kings. He's double suited as well. 3 to this flop.
That's a good flop for Medi. Still got to dodge a lot, but interesting how it still shows North is ahead equity-wise.
Yeah, with the system being able to read what cards have been folded, sometimes it will throw you off when it does that.
That'll change quite a bit, though, if we see like a 6 of hearts on the turn.
All right, this is all in 3 ways. This is the most fun for the dealer, the 3-way all in, and of course, you being a cash player, we see 4, 5, 6-way all ins all the time. But this is a tournament, and we got on hand number 2 a 3-way all in. So some fireworks already early on.
Yeah, you might not see him all in 6 ways in Vegas, but you will see him all in 6 ways here at Texas Card House.
And whammy, first pitch. Nothing better than getting first pitch nut flush.
And everybody's guaranteed over 1,000 now.
That is going to do it for our friend Mark. Very nice guy. Plays a lot of the tournaments. Cool cat. He was excited to be on, even though he had a short stack. He's going to be in 9th place out of 99 entries and take home 950.
Big Daddy's taking home 1,050.
Did he get eliminated as well?
He got
He
eliminated
did.
as well.
I didn't realize that. Our friend Medi, Mr. Galoo, going by Big Daddy tonight, but Big Daddy is no more. He is going to finish in 8th place for 1,050. Well, my goodness. 2 eliminations through 2 hands. Got Mr. Adam in the chat, that fire guy. We got Coach Brandon saying, let's go, Nick. Flamingo, Lego, Venom, and our friend Brigman. And that's right. We had a final table for our Lone Star Showdown 50K last night, and Paul finished runner-up for $8,500 last night. He's back in the exact seat that when they got heads up, he scooted over to. So I don't know if he's a little superstitious about being in the same seat. He got runner-up, but he ran really well last night and just kind of ran out of steam towards the end. But really fun to see a player make 2 final tables back-to-back, so good for him.
If you gave me the option to get second in 2 big tournaments 2 days in a row in the same seat,
sign me up.
Sign me up.
I got second place after blowing a 24 to 1 chip lead. 24 to 1? Yep, 9 million to 380. Dude, you must have been.
He's talking about. He was at one point when they were heads up. He had a 24 to 1 chip lead.
Yeah, right before the Queen 7, Queen 6 fiasco.
Yep.
You should probably just try to take third tonight, then you won't have to deal with it.
Yeah, you love getting it in, dominating your opponent, and then just.
Try not to get the chip lead at all, and then you never have the.
Nick and Egg Dadder said, "Don't worry about it. Just get third tonight. You won't have to. You won't have to care."
Yeah, you don't have a 22-1 chip lead. You'll have it never exactly. You can have the other side of the story.
Galoo was the chip leader coming into this final table. Mr. Mehdi, a.k.a. Big Daddy, and he is wamboozled through 2 hands.
He lasted longer than one of the short stacks. So
This is true.
But yeah, welcome to PLO.
Welcome to PLO indeed. What's up, Julian?
I think they both went sub 5. Yeah,
I was on a table with him, and I watched
It's a pretty strong flop for Mickey there. Surprised to see he only has 52% equity. That's
I never seen somebody think about
Kind of a weird little wrap when there is no wrap just yet. I mean, Paul does have a pair of 4s, right?
he does.
knows how to master his emotions, because that was
But that doesn't matter.
something I could do for sure.
Take it down.
okay, I guess he's not done.
Yeah, that was the most wild heads up mix I've ever seen.
If that was Rainbow, I would have liked to see Paul peel just because he had that Queen Jack 10 kind of wrapped up with the King. You see a lot of good turn cards, but once there's a flush draw on the board you don't have, pretty safe to just let it go.
Would you say any one of these guys has the most experience in PLO tournaments versus just PLO period?
Honestly, probably Egg Daddy. I mean, he's been playing PLO for a long time. Anytime there's a PLO tournament that is more than $1,000 up top, he's probably hopping in it.
Yeah.
So.
That is the aforementioned Egg Daddy over there in the 8 seat. Probably hear his name all the time in the room. He owns a restaurant, a couple of them actually, but one of them is Egg Daddy. He provides food for us here at the club, but he's always found on our PLO tables, and he splashes around in quite a few tournaments too, especially when we have some big stuff like this. So glad to see him on a final table.
Look at this sexy rundown North has here. Just a call.
5, 6, 7, 8, double suited.
Always nice when you can make 2 straight flushes.
So this was an open from Nick. It's going to get called in 2 spots. See what Tai Chi brings us on the flop.
That is all North.
He's got some gutter ball action working. He's got spades working, the only spades. And that's super juicy card there for him.
Yeah.
Single heart for the other players and single spade, so he's in pretty good shape here.
We should definitely be seeing a bet. Probably not super large though. You've got a stranglehold on it, and probably want them to stick around.
More chips.
No takers.
All right, nice hand there for Mr. North. Don't know much about North. Not sure I even recognize him that well. Are you real familiar with him? Or?
I am not familiar with him. I did hear him going over a hand history with his buddy on the phone though before the final table.
There you go.
He probably pretty versed, and
yeah.
Anytime somebody's running through thought processes and revisiting hands, they've got a better outlook on the game than most.
Definitely one of our younger players on the table. I think between he and our friend Mickey over there, those are probably 2 of the young bucks. Mickey's being tricky though with that mustache. He's trying to look 35, but You're not fooling me, young man.
I mean, it looks like it's 1982.
Right? Tom Selleck is impressed. And he has his own Facebook page dedicated just to his mustache.
He kind of looks like Tom Selleck. But
Exactly.
has a little bit of...
There we go. We got some love for North in the chat, El Merle. So let us know some information on Mr. North. Coach Brandon saying he plays a lot of 1-2 Hold'em at LC.
Okay. Well, this is nothing like 1-2 Hold'em.
No.
If he's a student of the game, you know, it doesn't necessarily matter.
Paul is going to open this up with that suited AC-deucey. Got some Broadway holdings.
The call on the button by Mickey is just fine. Position is extremely important in this game. If that would have been an 8 or a 9 of clubs instead of 6 of clubs, I would love to see a 3-bet over the late position raise just because it flops so well.
Does anybody have the Royal? No, they don't. We always look for that.
Easy to make in Omaha. Well,
Easier, right?
easier. I have quite a few of them in Omaha.
I won, bro. What have you done? What have you done?
I got one of those. Trying to get this trophy now.
All right, man.
I don't know. What was the first place?
1785.
Nice work. $150 buy-in.
Oh, yeah, look at that. I didn't have to play all day.
Good job, brother.
Feel like I
Ricky over there tooting his own horn off camera. We see you, Ricky.
I am a little surprised to see I haven't seen any open limps yet, which is something that is used quite a bit in Omaha.
Everybody's been coming in for an open raise so far.
Everybody's been coming in with an open.
Paul's in there with a better 2-pair. Always dangerous with all those spades out there, and if you don't believe him when there's 3 of them on the board, you probably don't believe him when the 4th shows up.
That's right, but how many straights is he losing to now?
Yeah.
You know? We're going to start on the flop. It's not a bad idea to continue because he's probably betting all of his king high and ace high flushes on the flop. So in poker, it's good to continue telling a story if you start a story.
Checks back, though. Let's see what transpires. Here's another spade. And, of course, flush is the obvious, but you mentioned there's a lot of straights now out there as well, and both players just holding 2-pair.
Yeah. I feel like Mickey knows he cannot win this hand unless he bets. So. Being that he has that king.
Asks how much is in the pot. It's enough to put Paul all in.
And honestly would not hurt his stack too much if he gets called. So. Ooh, the give up. And there's a little frustrated huff from Mickey there.
Yep.
Knows it would have worked.
Absolutely. That's a big pot there for Paul. He had chipped down were he to lose that one quite a bit, get bluffed off of that. So there you go.
He seems to be good at collecting chips when he's short.
Absolutely. Like we mentioned, he had a long battle yesterday, a tournament that started at 10 a.m. and didn't finish till 2 a.m. this morning. So it was a long day of poker for Paul. Here he is back on another final table. Lego had a good question in the chat. Says, why is open limps used, John?
Enough to check back?
Well, for a couple of reasons. Especially in earlier position when you've got hands like 10, 9, 8, 6 double suited and things like that. It's tough to raise then call a 3-bet out of position. It also is one of those things where if you do it with a stronger hand and you come back with the re-raise after getting raised, people tend to shy away from raising your limps, so you can utilize it as a tool to then see more flops, which is very key in Omaha. So when you have those rundown type hands that can't really withstand a ton of 3-bet pressure, you can limp, call a raise. You can also entice multiple people in the pot and play some bigger multi-way pots that way.
Nice. We have it all in here from our man Harsh. He's going to go with the Jack-Jack 10-6. He is going to get called by Jay for that small amount, 38,000.
Rough hand to be against. Jacks are my favorite pair in Omaha. I can't stand them and hold them, but of course they win some big pots.
Somehow it's all fucking blocked up.
All right, little stand-up equity for our friend Harsh over there in the 3-seat. Oh, wow, that is a huge flop.
Well, we got hearts for Harsh, which is good.
It is.
There we go. Dodged it.
Dodged it, indeed. Harsh with the double.
And more than double.
Yeah.
Like less than 40K, almost 100 now. That's,
Yeah, triple.
That's strong.
Very nice for our man Harsh.
You can do a lot with 8 big blinds in Omaha.
There's a look at what these guys have locked up, 1,200. Pay jumps really start getting nice, right around 4th place. Big jumps from there on up. 95.20 for first. That is huge, especially if you bought in for just that one $300 bullet in a field of only 99. Let's go.
That is strong.
Uh-oh, the Legend of North is growing. Get some big fans.
You have 250 yesterday.
Just so everybody knows, going north at the table is not allowed.
But he's going north. He's trying to go north.
Here's a beautiful hand.
We all love aces, and we love them double suited.
I feel like it says 11% right now. I feel like it should be 100%
Right.
until somebody else comes in the pot. You know? Oh, well, we're going to see Mickey probably 3-bet here.
And it says the P word, pot.
Well, there's an ace. Queens are all accounted for.
There's an ace.
Aces are all accounted for.
And that's a beautiful hand to look at too, right?
That is. But after a raise and a 3-bet, I would have done the same thing. Just put it in the muck.
All right, here we go. Harsh once again needs to hold.
It's unfortunate he's behind in equity because of the fact that both of the other aces are gone. And I didn't see
a single king, yeah.
Club.
Oh, look at the equities.
Clubs came out.
Oh, he's live.
Bro, I hit queen.
He needs a 4 too.
Oh, there's the club.
Mickey's just smashing those clubs.
Ace is cracked. Table 29. Well done for Harsh. Gave it hell, just tripled up and wakes up with double suited aces. And womp, womp, womp. They get cracked in this game too. Probably more often.
Way more.
That's going to do it for Harsh. That was a harsh run out, but we're glad you got a nice little payday of $1,200. Got 6 left, and they've all got $1,425 locked up. John, we've gone 3 hours on one of our bigger Hold'em tables without a single elimination. We already got 3 guys gone through 8 hands.
Yeah.
PLO, a little different animal.
Yeah, you have a lot of crashes in PLO. There's in Hold'em, there's something like 25 or 2,600 hand combinations. Omaha has 230,000 hand combinations. So the wrecks happen quite a bit more.
It's just like you're always so live when you do get down that low, like no matter what hand you are. It's not like
I was waiting for somebody to answer. Kev Boss. Indeed. This is Dallas, Texas, not Omaha, Nebraska, but you are right. PLO does stand for Pot Limit Omaha.
Yeah, somebody said something, imagine if Graham called. I guess Graham is North's actual name. He did have the Ace-Jack 8-7 with the Ace-Jack of clubs.
Yep.
So that was That would have been a big one. And he definitely would have called if Mickey just called. But since Mickey 3-bet, it was time to let it go.
Here we go. Now it's Mickey's turn with the aces, and Nick has those kings.
Those are about as ugly as aces get.
Right? Pretty good window.
Not anymore.
What a window card. That's the last ace.
Run better, Mickey. Run better.
Nick needs a lady. Got a beautiful lady at home, but he's looking for one of 3 ladies on this table.
Yeah, Nick took me out on my first bullet.
That's 35.
Looking like
I don't mind the peel there. They're plenty deep.
Single club.
So he does have some bluff opportunities if another club rolls off. I'm not too sure if Mickey will buy it since it's backdoor, but I'll always think of some ways to win the hand if you can't actually flip your hand over and win. So it's probably going to be the end of it with that bet.
It absolutely is. Nick's going to get out of the way there.
Too big, too big. Aces were still the nuts, so.
He asked, he said, I don't know if that ace saved me or if I was already behind, but Nick's definitely played a lot of PLO. You see him more on cash games, but he's a regular in our Hold'em tournaments, but definitely will splash around in these.
I've got a bunch of hours with Nick in the cash game.
Yeah, that was fun listening to y'all talk before we got in on here. He said, Eric, I know you're going to say a bunch of nice things about me and what an amazing player I am. He said, the guy that's going to be in the booth with you who spent a lot of hours with me may not have such nice things to say, but that's part of the fun in our poker community is we can get after each other a little bit.
I don't have any problem rizzing pretty much anybody at this table.
Yeah.
But Nick does run particularly good against me in pots, but that's okay. Some people run good against you, some people run bad against you.
Absolutely. We prefer the latter, but there's always going to be the other. Mr. Egg Daddy, he's going to wake up with a couple of ladies with a suited king and a random dangling deuce.
Beware of the danglers in this game, though.
The danglers will get you.
As you saw with Mehdi early on.
Absolutely.
It was a little too high to be a dangler, but it was lower. It was a paired board lower than his cards. So
what you're saying is you don't have to be in Thailand to get caught by a dangler. It can happen right here at TCH.
that is 100% correct.
Man.
And Mickey with the aces again.
Hello. And we're all in. Egg Daddy's all in. He's okay with cracked eggs, but not aces.
Fortunately for Egg Daddy, though, Mickey, Paul had ace 10, 7, 6 with hearts, so had a lot of that blocked. So Egg Daddy's got a shot.
Oh, the deuce, the dangler we talked about.
The
Oh,
deuce.
no!
Beware of the dangler.
He got hit by a dangler. He needs an ace.
There was only one left. Beware of the dangler.
We just got done saying those danglers will get you, folks. Watch out.
Egg Daddy fried him up.
He said it's not very good. It's very good.
Needed a queen, a jack, or that deuce.
Little duty. Well done, my friend.
Deuces never loses, isn't that what they say?
They do. We spoke that one into existence before the flop even came out. That was wild. Those happen every now and then.
I wish I could do that for myself at the table rather than in here for my buddy.
Time's up, 16.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
You should have seen me last.
Jimmy Jack joining us, calling that a dangler delight.
You can hear me a mile away.
I like it. We may have a new catchphrase.
It sounds like an act you perform on Fridays.
What are you saying about Vegas?
I played a tournament, a PLO tournament in Vegas for the series, and I had so much fun in it. It was a blast. So I was excited to play a bunch more now that I'm back in town. And they just don't have any PLO tournaments. I went to play cash today, and I saw that it was
I'm sure Jonathan will watch this back and get a kick out of that.
For
so
sure.
That's good.
That's how we run. Just fell it in the tournament.
And Mickey could afford it. So. All right, here we go. Aces.
You're going around.
Yeah, well, so in full ring, aces are out 12% of the time. So seems like it's a little bit more right now, but if you play poker, you understand how waves of the numbers go. So, but, you know, 1 in every 8 hands, aces are
In somebody's holding.
in somebody's holding.
Wow.
So, whereas in Hold'em, it's you get them 1 in 220 times or something like
You'll
that.
go 2 months
So-
without seeing them, yeah.
Right. So that's more like 1 in 20 times at the table.
Here we go.
Mickey's got a lot of chips. It might be a little speculative, but that's, you know, he's also been running okay.
And there you go.
Speaking of which,
Middle set.
and nut gutter. That's, yeah. About as good of a flop as you could ask for. And I think all the money's going in, and Nick, good run.
One ace remains. It's the ace of clubs.
And I'm not even really sure. I mean, that's the immediate out. Yeah, I guess a king is a good card.
Needs a 10.
10's better for Mickey.
That is 10 better for Mickey, yeah. Yep.
GG's, Nick.
GG's for our man, Nick. Great run for him. The aces not really doing great at this final table. That's going to be 6th place for Nick. 1425 is going to be his cash finish. Well done, my friend. Always a favorite in the room. Very talkative. Always got a smile on his face. Loves the game. Actually does a lot of studying too, and he's you know, full time in the health insurance world, but he's has a lot of fun at poker and does pretty well himself. So great run there. We've got 5 players left in 11 hands. Wow.
Told you it might be a quick one, but this is a little quicker than I
Yeah.
expected. But, you know, with aces being out every hand and getting cracked and cracking stuff, it's been a quick one so far. So
Crack, I never play PLO or
This
tournament.
is on my 3rd PLO tournament.
Yeah, the earphones in earlier. and I
Paul
was
just said this is his 3rd PLO tournament.
Nike sweater on.
Well,
That's pretty impressive.
that is.
He does have that wizard, though.
He does have the
Haven't heard a ton from our friend Jay over there. This is the 3rd TCH Dallas stream that he's been on this week. He was on our cash stream on Tuesday. He was on our PLO stream on Friday, and here he is on a PLO final table on Sunday. So
I have played some very large pots with Jay in,
Yeah.
in the cash games.
starting to be very well known around the DFW poker community, just in the rooms, but now he's known on YouTube as well, as he just keeps showing up on our streams.
He will give some action, but he's very solid action. So those are the guys you got to be wary of in PLO. They're playing 40% of hands, but they got a ton of chips in front of them. They're putting them to use.
2 pair for Egg Daddy, Jack 8. Outflopped that ace queen. Did have pocket 10s to start though.
Bet 25.
He's probably going to get raised here. The 10s are... calling here wouldn't be terrible just because the 10s block pretty much every straight that's going to... or straight draw that's going to bet on the turn. But also good to just protect your hand. So
He does decide to go with it.
And oh, he gets called. Good spot. But even having top 2, he still only has 70%, which in Hold'em, you just are going to have way more than that most of the time. All right, no diamond. He's got to fade a 6, an ace, or a queen. And he does. Egg Daddy.
Can't crack him.
Nope.
And look at that. That's a happy man over there. Can't even contain himself. He's so giddy.
Double up with the Dangler Delight Deuce, and
Right.
then another double.
With Jack 8, let's go.
So he told me before the table started, he said, I'm going to need to run good. I said, I got probably the most faith in you out of anybody at the table. So
And can you think of a better spot to actually start your run good than when you make it to the final table? I always compare tournament poker, especially multi-day tournament poker, with sports seasons, right? You know, you can limp your way into the playoffs. You just got to make the final table. You just got to make the playoffs. That's when you want to get on your heater. And we've seen it in a lot of our final tables where somebody will just find their way to a final table, whether they're the lowest of stacks or kind of a middling stack, and then they just go on a super heater. And he's still got a lot of work to do. Obviously, Mickey's been on the big heater on the final table, but Egg Daddy doing some good work with that short stack already.
definitely. Yeah, I can't really think of a final table here that I've come in short and done well. I've had some pretty rough final tables,
Same
at
with
least
me.
on the live streams, but had a couple in Vegas where I came in pretty short and ended up
Spun it up.
taking it down. Yeah, so
Can be done.
unfortunately nothing big enough for some hardware. But
Yeah. Lego was mentioning a tourney he placed in Vegas, PLO 5, and he had aces or kings at least 25 times. So you're mentioning how many times you're going to see those in PLO. And, of course, boom, queens. Here we go. Big pairs are just always going to be involved in a lot of the hands you're looking at. We had them a lot on our Friday night PLO stream. That was a really fun one.
yeah, these two actually have quite a bit of playing time together too. So Egg Daddy and Jay have some hours in the cash games together,
So it was just a limp from the button here for Egg Daddy.
and I love it because now he can call the raise.
Give me 1 second here. Let me figure out what's going on here.
Inventory.
Yeah, big chips out front. There we go.
Yeah, he can. He doesn't have to call the raise, but now he can call the raise. If you raise on the button and you get 3-bet, you know, a lot of the holdings are going to consist of ace, king, king, and ace, ace that you run into, so you have to just put it in the muck.
Yep.
But now that you limp, he could have a plethora of hands, 10, 9, 8, 7, jack 10, 8, 6 double suited, you know, stuff that you're ahead of. And then look at that flop, you know.
Ace 5 with clubs.
Yeah.
83% equity
Yeah.
in PLO.
Jay is an aggressive player, so you're going to see a C-bet because he's supposed to have the big ace often, but the big ace right now is behind, you know. And then when Egg Daddy runs into the hand like ace, king, queen with king high clubs, he's just crushing.
You saw how quickly those cards flew across the table
Snap
into the muck. Our friend Jay knows what's up and just gets the heck out of Dodge.
But see, if Jonathan raises on the button, he has to just fold that hand.
By the way, Egg Daddy is Jonathan, folks that don't
Yes.
know him by that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My namesake. We both have the same name. So.
Probably other nicknames for him as well. We all have a million names here in the poker room in the DFW community, but everybody knows him as Egg Daddy.
Y'all get it all in. One of y'all's gonna have one big one.
Yeah, so Egg Daddy's gone from just over 100 when the final table started to almost 450. So
These are 30-minute levels. You can see that clock right there in front of Tai Chi. 19, almost 20 minutes left in this 8,000, 16,000, 16,000 level. So plenty of playability for these players here with the stacks where they currently are. We started with some super shorties, but now everybody's in relatively decent shape. Might slow down the pace just a little bit. Let us get to watch some more hands. Nobody's smashing this one. Jay has the only 2 diamonds.
Yeah, so he's going to bet and take it down. I'd be very surprised to see if Paul called.
The brows came together. He was like, could I make something of this hand? He's like, nope, I don't think I could.
And that, you know, that's the scary thing about when people first start playing Omaha. You look at 4 cards and it just looks like a world of possibilities. And it is. It's a world of possibilities of getting stacked.
Right.
So, have to, if 3 or 4 of your cards don't make a straight, probably shouldn't play.
Yeah, I definitely dabble in PLO a little bit. I've mentioned this several times on stream that a couple of years ago here at TCH, I had a probably two week or so run where I was running really good. Man, I was like, I got this figured out. You know, I got this game is easy. You know, plays bigger, the pots are bigger, man. I'm gonna be winning $3K a week. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, not so much. But I remember the very first several sessions I ever played PLO, even farther beyond that, learning that 2 pair is not the nuts. But every now and then you'll see a 1 pair holding. We had a couple on Friday that'll win a huge pot. So it's just, there's so much that you have to think in situations and hands, understanding where you're at, and it's wild to see some of the hands that win sometimes. But you can't get crazy with thinking from a hold'em player's perspective about a 2 pair or a trips, which is normally such a strong holding in hold'em, and you get in this game and you're like, there's 2 other cards to think about as well, and all those combos you mentioned. There's just so much more that goes into it. So it's one you want to get in and play a lot of hands, maybe even for free online. Learn it the slow way, because if you learn it here at our tables, it will get expensive.
Yeah. Well, and it just goes to show, like, aces and hold'em are 80% or better against every hand,
yep.
Right? In Omaha, aces are going to be at best 80%, and that's if your opponent has ace king. If you have their hands covered, right? If you have ace king 10, and they have ace king, 7 8 or something along those lines, you have their suits covered. You have at best you're going to be 80%. So. There's actually hands that it's a pure coin flip, like 5 6 7 8 double suited, that you don't have those suits with aces, and you have like ace 9 deuce, so something along those lines. It is a pure coin flip. So that's why I personally, if I'm deep stacked, I'm very cautious with aces, especially out of position. If I'm short stacked, I'm going to try to get all the money in before any cards come out. That's just kind of how they should be played.
We got a fun one here. Top pair for Mickey. Really all he's got rocking. The spades, obviously good for Egg Daddy, and then wham, first pitch.
Now we've got 2 pair, but he's drawn very slim.
Yeah, Jack 4 coming in for Mickey. Only 1 spade, and it's a little one, so not one you're ever going to bluff with.
I would be surprised if he makes a bet here.
Surprise!
Count me surprised. Besides the spades, it's a pretty dry board. It's not paired. So yeah, I like the just call. Mickey should be done with the hand now.
Board does pair.
He is double blocking the boats with the jack and the 4. So it's not the worst card to bluff, but
I mean, he missed a bluff earlier, and that may be going through his mind now that he needs to do it here.
Yeah. It's going to be tough for Egg Daddy to call. But it is blind on blind. So
Rough run out, and very impressive if Mickey can get this through, recognizing, like you mentioned, he double blocks some of those full houses. We joke around about blockers not being real, but they are.
yeah. pocket fours are very unlikely in the scenario, right? It's mostly going to be the jack that he's blocking, but since he has that jack, obviously he's blocking jack 10. Egg Daddy doesn't have the nut flush, which I think is a much easier call, because having second nut flush in Omaha is just a very scary scenario a lot when that
100%.
flush is out there. But with there being 4 spades on the board, makes it less likely that your opponent has a flush. And like I said, it's blind on blind.
Oh, he gets it through. I think we can all relate what he's thinking there. You know, he just grinded to get those chips up where he was, and he would be right back down to where he started. That's part of it. I know you play to win, but man, that's tough. I don't know if I could have made that call either. Yeesh.
Always easier in here when you can see the whole
When
cards.
you can see
right?
the whole cards, it is certainly much easier.
We take everything we can get.
I hadn't ever heard that Lego, but that makes a lot of sense. That, you know, he'll tell people that having 2 pair in PLO is kind of the equivalent of like second or third pair, you know, on like an ace high board or whatever, and hold'em, and you're sitting there holding the second pair, wondering does your opponent have that third pair? Probably more accurate, you know, to describe it. But yeah, that's a good analogy there for sure.
Yeah, the only time you feel pretty good with 2 pair in Omaha is when it's top 2 on like ace, queen, 9, 7,
9,
4, or
yeah.
where there's no straights possible, you know, no flushes possible.
Or if a straight did get there, it's not one they're likely to have, kind of
Right,
thing. Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
It's going to be some weird like backdoor, you know,
3-5 that got there, or some wheel.
that they should never have.
Yeah.
So, but every once in a while you'll get stacked, and they
Yeah.
sure got it.
I run into that should not have a lot.
Yeah, I played a hand earlier where I had the ace of hearts in my hand, and there was 3 hearts on the board, and the board was paired. The turn paired, and I bet the flop, bet the turn, you know, and I just couldn't have them on any sets. They should have raised the flop, and it goes backdoor hearts, and then I called with nut straight, and sure enough, they've got second nut flush. And I'm just like, oh, well, you're not supposed to have that the way the betting went, but that is.
But there
okay.
you are. Are we going to get a 4-way? We haven't had one of these in a hot minute.
See, that's where you perform the Dangler Delights. In
Yeah,
the 4-way.
4 ways. Careful. 10 high flop, couple of hearts.
Check.
Anybody like this flop?
Check.
Kings with king high hearts, probably.
There we go. Okay.
196.
196.
96 is our friend Tai Chi.
Love the weird numbers in Omaha too.
Yeah.
Lot of fun for the dealers. Yeah, he's also open-ended with the kings. Jay could get himself in some trouble here if he decides to peel.
Yeah, some deep.
He needs an offsuit 7 or an offsuit 3. Well, offsuit 3 is the only 3 that's coming. But
Full inventory there. He's breaking them all down.
yeah, I think it's just going to be a fold.
Yeah, and I think, wouldn't you say like a top set or a hand exactly like what North has, a big overpair with hearts is probably what he's most likely got, and you don't want to be up against the ladder, the big overpair with the hearts there.
100%. And if he's against like 10-8, 7-6 with, you know, he's just in rough shape.
Yep.
Like, yeah, his hearts are okay, but his straight draw is just dead. And his opponent already has at least top pair. So.
Well, if you guys didn't tune in, I actually tried to get John to join me, but he was a busy man on Friday. We had a PLO live stream, cash game here on Tuesday night instead of our normal 2-5 hold'em game. Highly requested, both by players and then folks in the chat wanting to see it. We had a blast doing it. a player bought in for $600, ended up with over $16,000 in his stack when the stream was over. He actually stayed 30 minutes after stream and cashed out for over $17,000, but that was all off of a $600 buy-in. It was a lot of fun, a lot of action. We probably will start doing a few more of those PLO streams. If you guys enjoy the game of PLO, you know, keep letting us know in the chat, because that's the way to get it done. Let us know in the room as well that, hey, we want to see a little bit more PLO content. But we had a lot of fun in that, and of course, so many players reached out to Dylan, aka Ghost, who put that lineup together and said, "Hey, when can I get on the next one?" You know, just that kind of action. Early on, we had people saying, "Oh, this is going to be a nitty game," and we had all-in bluffs in the first orbit. You know, we had all kinds of stuff. So it's like it was anything but nitty. It was a lot of fun.
Well, it'll be tough to get me in the booth if you let me in the lineup, but.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I would probably rather see you play myself. I love having you in here with me, but spent some time on some tables with you before and enjoy watching you play. So either way, if you guys like the 4-card game, it's always available here in our room in Dallas, and of course Las Colinas has great PLO games as well.
Yeah, the variety between the two rooms is just fantastic. Like, we've got the 2-2 PLO and the 2-5 PLO that are both capped games over at Las Colinas. They even have 5-10-25, 25-25
Monster,
if you've got more money than I do. But over here at Dallas is very interesting because it's 1-2-5, but it's match the stack. So you've got some tables that'll have the biggest stacks $1,000, and you can see every flop for $10. And then there's tables that it's $80 or $100 to see the flop. You know? So it's whatever you want, we've got you covered.
And I would say that 80 or 100 is modest at some of those games, right?
For sure.
You'll look over and see 20K stacks, and you're like, what happened here?
Over the years, I have played in a few games where the straddle for 10, the blind 35, and the blind 75 or blind 100 is on, and it's honestly a little terrifying, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
40?
So it'd be less terrifying if I was super rich. But.
Well, these players are holding similar hands here, right? The 5, 6, 7, 10, the 7, 8, 9 jack.
They definitely could have a clash. We can say that. The Jack 9, 8, 7 is significantly better. A, because it's got the suit. B, obviously it's got the Jack 9, 8. But that's not going to cause a clash.
No.
But if you did have a flop like 10-6, right? 10-6 deuce. That's, you know, you've got top 2 for the 10-7, 6-5, and then you've got the super rat for the Jack 9, 8, 7. So it's going to be the only card North really would want would be a 10 or a 6, because every other card is going to make his opponent's hand. So
he is going to probe at this one here, early position, and take it down. He knows how far that flop was away from him and can only hope that his player's going to be terrified of that board as well, and Paul, similar holding, can't make the call. Last night we had to refer to Paul as Party Paul because he came to the table in our Hold'em tournament last night, chip leader, got all the way down to like 400K and was in trouble, but just spun it back up, and he was having a party. Ended up finishing runner-up, but a lot of fun watching Paul tonight. Been a little quiet so far here at the final table, but he's already got 4 ladder-ups, so it might be Party Paul night again, but he's going to need a big party to get that 137 chip stack spun up real quick.
Again, cheers to Paul, though. You know, it sucks not winning. They say in tournaments there's only one happy person. Everybody else is disappointed, and that's understandable. But I would take second place as coming into the table as chip leader anytime.
And I think he's going to find a hand to go with here for sure.
And I feel like Mickey's probably just going to let this one. High-low, though, we're going all in.
Yeah.
Make sure another ace again.
Does show the hand, says, hey, guys, I'm not messing around. Brings in $32,000 in profit on that one. We've got our good friend, Grimlina, joining us. She was talking about you popping in the booth with me and some more PLO on our stream. She says, yes, please. So that we got one shout out for not only some more Winfield, but some more PLO as well from Lena. Howdy, Miss Lena. Hope you're doing well tonight. We got Ty hitting us with the fire emojis.
I'm looking at my phone right now. I'd be on like Zillow looking at houses.
He's fucking playing a cash game right now.
Invisihoot asks if that's one of the guys from Reno 911 over there with that mustache.
He is a double for sure.
Or Super Troopers. Part 3's coming out. He could be auditioning for a role in the upcoming Super Troopers.
He knows what snozberries are. He's got a shot.
Is that one you're folding there? The Ace King 8-3
To an open.
To an open, yeah. Just one suit there with that combo, and he just chunks it.
I've seen a lot of people go crazy with Ace King and PLO, but like I said, with the amount of hand combinations that you get in this game, you know, Ace King 8-3 is very close in equity with any 4 cards that are connected below it. So you're looking for very specific flops, which you don't want, right? You want to have an array of flops that you can catch that work with your hand. If you're looking for specific things, it's very unlikely that it's going to pop up.
Clubby's coming in for Egg Daddy. He's got the only clubs at all.
And he's got a gutter. Jay doesn't like it. It's probably going to be a bluff card for Jonathan. Can't rely on getting there all the time.
Yeah. Can't sit around in what they call nut peddling all night long. Got to win with very non-nutted hands, and of course, he wins without a pair there. You can see the 10-9 is the top thing he could play at that point there. Castaveris says, I wish we could hear the players a little more. We do too, and guess what? They're not talking. We tend to shut up a little bit in here when they start talking, but these boys really haven't been doing a whole lot of talking. Our biggest talkers, or at least one of them, was second out.
Yeah.
So
yep, definitely.
Mehdi promised me some good chatter on the table, but unfortunately just ran into a couple of big hands early on. But yeah, we've got the volume turned up, and if they start chattering, we will sit back a little bit and
I know.
shut up.
I know people are very serious every time they're at a final table. It's a serious situation. There's a lot of money up top. But there's actually a lot of information to process in Omaha compared to Hold'em, which I like to call Fold'em. There's a lot of folding in Hold'em. So, but in Omaha, more cards, more completely different dynamic. So, probably requires a little bit more focus.
He's running too good. Like act like we're gonna slow the game down for him.
And there goes aces again.
Another
As possible. Let's go.
aces. There we go. So blind levels going up in 26 seconds here. Guessing we'll be at 10, 20, 20. And that's going to put a hurting on our friend Party Paul.
Mickey's trying to run away with the chip lead here.
Yeah, 1.4 million. Next closest, just under 700,000.
It's getting pretty close to one of those situations where he could be opening 70% of hands just because the short stacks are only going to play premiums and, ladders are starting to get significant.
Well, we can hear the talkative player we talked about, Mehdi. He's in the background.
Yeah, he must be at one of the tables right by the live stream.
So as promised, we're getting some Mehdi chatter, just not on the final table. We love our buddy Mehdi. North has one mystery card.
I'm going to go with it's at least the King of Spades.
And potentially another lady.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Rip City from Jay.
Well,
almost.
Yeah.
He's trying to, but he's got more.
Jay likes using the all-in words for pressure, even
Right.
though he knows he can't go all in.
Yeah. It's funny. We had Asian Jay, our GM, on the PLO stream on Friday night, and he did that too.
Yeah.
Gets it done. So probably not the queen. I mean, I guess he could be folding queens there, but
Yeah, I would fold queens.
because it was what, queen, queen, jack 7 or queen.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you had, with the limp re-raise that's super strong, that's usually going to be aces, and Jay used that ace blocker to make that move. So
Well, here you go. Blinds are up. 10, 20, 20.
Paul's got quarter of his stack going in right now.
If they don't have Michelob, I'll do it. Thank you. Can I get a room temp water, please?
Yeah, he can fold this one if need be, but he definitely should try and find a hand before the
They get back
the
around.
next
for sure.
one.
Yeah. $70,000 is the open from Jay.
Jay utilizing the full pot size on the button. That may be a because Paul is short thing. Obviously, he's going with it.
What do we do with the 9 deuce situation to go with our suited ace queen?
I'm probably going to let it go after the raise and the call. You're just that hand is not performing very well against the 2 hands that are already in the pot. If he flops his ace, he's going to be out kicked unless it comes with another pair. He's pretty much looking for
Diamonds.
diamonds or the jack 10. You know, you don't want hearts. It's nice having the hearts because you block potential, somebody else making it. But
I'm a little thrown off by this one, and you can maybe explain it. Well, that's about as good as you can flop, but he just calls.
yeah, I mean, what do you do when it comes 7-7-3 with 2 spades?
Yeah.
I
I was thinking either fold or rip, not just call here.
No, I mean, because ripping, you're never, it's never getting through. You don't
course
have any
not.
fold equity. So,
But do you just go with it? Pre, I don't know.
no, I like if you're gonna play it, I like to just call. You wanna flop this,
Yeah, beautiful flop for Paul.
So, and even Jay's not loving his hands right now. He's got top pair and a gutter, 0 diamonds.
He's got, and then North behind has queen 7,
Yeah.
0 diamonds.
Right. So North is going to call if Jay folds, because I don't think you can fold 2 pair for those pot odds. But now North might fold because what's he looking for? If he's against king queen, if he's against pocket kings, he really has his backdoor straight is all he's looking for. So.
All right. Paul is all in.
That's about as good of a scenario as he could hope for.
Diamond.
It is right now, statistically, about 50-50. So here we go.
Diamond queen, or diamond 9 or 2.
And he misses.
King 6, the river 2 pair for Jay, and that is going to do it for our friend Party Paul. Another final table, back-to-back days. Congratulations on another deep run. 5th place is good for $1,800 in today's PLO Madness tournament. Great run, Paul, especially for being your 3rd PLO tournament.
It's a strong result.
Strong result.
Good job using my chips.
That's right. Good job using John's chips. And now you got some more bullets to start playing some more PLO events. He ran really well in Vegas this summer. He had a really good cash out there. I think it was his biggest cash in a tournament, like 28 or 29,000.
Nice.
He makes a lot of deep runs here in our tournament. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of our friend Party Paul. We will see you, buddy. And then there were 4. And our friend North has more fans in the chat than anyone, so If you want to shout out somebody else, now is your chance, but you're up against it because the North, they have shown up in forces tonight.
But it took us 13 hands to eliminate one player and 11 to eliminate 4.
Yeah.
Funny
Indeed.
game, funny game.
They can't hear us. Can they hear us?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The sound's on?
Yeah.
Hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, we can hear you. Pot, pot, pot.
Yeah, after you get a walk.
TCH's doing a great job.
Yeah, that's something you'll probably see quite a bit here.
We're going to have to give him hell because he just called him T-Chi instead of Tai Chi. Unacceptable, soldier.
Write that letter.
He also does look like a soldier from World War I.
Yeah.
Could be in
Or Civil War.
One of the aces that literally limped to me, and I didn't even get to play him. So
Man, I had it 5 times in a row.
I know that was crazy.
what was the movie with Tom Hanks and Matt Damon?
Oh, God.
It's one
Saving
thing
Private
getting,
Ryan.
it's another thing winning with them. That's even more.
I know you were raising a lot of hands, and he kept on raising your hands, and I'm like, these dudes are crazy.
Yeah, you definitely want to raise this hand four-handed. It is not having an ace or king high suit is tough though. It's just gonna get through.
Every time with this shit.
All right, now they're having fun.
Yeah.
And here's a reminder of why they're having fun. They've all got over $2,000 locked up now. 2,300, 3,600, 5,700, 9,520. So let's let them chat it up a little bit here. But we're in for a treat now because Jonathan's opened up a little bit.
That's two cash game buy-ins for Egg Daddy. That's half a cash game buy-in for Jay.
Any ace is a premium.
Not how it goes.
You heard that mentioned there. Any ace is a premium, but they're four-handed.
Yeah,
So not necessarily true, but like we'll talk about the strength of some of these hands, right?
Yeah.
Four-handed versus a full table.
Yeah, absolutely.
Similar hand to what North had just a minute ago. Not double suited though.
Yeah, full ring. This would definitely be a fold under the gun, but four-handed, I like it.
Well, and we already know you love jacks, so
Yeah.
jacks and PLO, sneaky.
Well, it's just when you flop top set with jacks and PLO, it's usually a very dynamic board,
Yeah.
right? It's not jack 3 deuce most of the time. It's jack 7-6, or jack 8-6, or jack 10.
Right.
You know, so you've got all types of. Oh, look at these raggedy and aces, but four-handed, you gotta love them.
Indeed.
Yeah, North is just gonna put this in the muck. He knows what he's up against.
Haven't seen this from a player yet. Big, huge 3-bet like that. Yeah. Get out of the way.
That is always aces or king, queen, jack, double. You're just not performing very
Look
well.
who wants to gamble.
Wow.
Goes with the 4-bet and puts Jonathan Egg Daddy all in.
How many amounts?
King, queen, jack 6, 1 suit versus ace, deuce 3, no suits. Here we go.
Get a 4-5 flop.
Sixes, all your sixes, hearts. Six.
Deuce 3. Straight for Egg Daddy, and he says thank you.
Uh-huh. Puts a little dent in Mickey's chip stack. Puts Egg Daddy up to second in chips. Or just barely in third. Not sure what Jay had. Yeah, okay. So just barely in third.
Man. Lena's answering questions for me. Does she answer questions for you a lot too?
Sure.
Yes, it is my friend John Winfield, one of our dealers and PLO extravaganzas. Thank you, I of Tony, for asking that question. Thank you, Lena.
Miss Lena was also in the tournament today.
Oh, she was.
Her one bullet lasted longer than my 3, so that's
Oh,
Oh no, bragging rights.
Well, I would like to brag on her though. She made day 2 out at Choctaw in the Big O last week.
Nice.
That was her second WSOP Big O tournament. Second day 2 in the Big O tournament. So
Shout out
first one was down in Austin, and I'm sure that she's looking forward to besting that run this upcoming series. She is a heck of a high-low player. She does enjoy 4-card high, but prefers high-low.
Got Skylar joining us. Says, who's Jahan Wafid? English, my friend. It's John Winfield. What's up, Skylar? $28 hands.
Kind of worried he had a lot of miles.
4 players left. Playing for $9,500 up top and a trophy.
It's really anybody's game right now, because anybody that doubles up, you know, if Mickey doubles one of these guys up, they become chip leader.
Yeah.
Big clash between Jay and Egg Daddy's going to put them at chip leader.
Over 23 big blinds for all these guys. I mean, they're all in good shape.
Yeah, this is actually when it gets really interesting, because full ring, playing strong hands.
And then short stacks involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When everybody's got some chips and you're short-handed, it's becomes a completely different game. Jay will be opening this, as he said. Any aces. Oh, just limps. Now they're utilizing the limp strategy.
Wow. Johnny Rodriguez with the compliment of the night there. He cannot lie. Get back over to Mickey. Still chip leading. I love a good 7-5 suited and hold 'em, but he's just going to get to check this one in the big blind, and here we go. Pretty good flop for the 7-5.
Got Jack 4 with top and bottom for both North and Jay. Nobody has diamonds. If North or Jay make 3 pair, that's going to make Mickey a straight.
Mickey does pick up a pair of his own.
Nobody has clubs. Yeah, so I mean, full ring, you can be sure that somebody's got a flush draw, right? When you're short-handed like this, people start missing a lot. And he steals it.
You had like 450.
He's made a couple good steals this evening.
Absolutely. Got that one through versus Egg Daddy earlier, of course. Egg Daddy got a little revenge there on another hand.
Yeah.
He's in great shape here. What did we say? Egg Daddy started the final table with
Just over 100.
Just over 100.
110, 115 maybe.
So nice ladder up, both in pay already, and of course, big jump, 6x in chips.
Yeah. We're definitely deeper than 20 big blinds in cash games, but I have seen him manage a shorter stack quite well in cash games, so I imagine he's going to do the same here.
Well, don't you always love looking down at 60% of a straight flush or more in your hand? You're like, God dang it. Be nice if this was a draw game.
Yeah.
At a raise.
We're going with the any aces a premium mantra. A limp 3-bet would be interesting here. It wouldn't surprise me, though. Mickey's been pretty aggressive, so. Definitely not folding.
All right, battle between the blinds, both holding an ace. Let's see who hits, or if anyone hits. Maybe a pair of deuces so far.
Well, we saw what he did last time with
We
deuces.
did. Egg Daddy Dangler.
Probably going to be a check back and see if he picks up more equity. The limp call from Mickey, definitely the 7-5 is more his hand. And they both pick up some equity. Now we're open-ended. Ace would be a disastrous card.
Full pot.
He's got that 8 blocker, so it's probably going to work. Which is fine. I mean, you see Egg Daddy has 22%, so Egg Daddy also has an 8.
Yeah, I did a jack or a 6 for a straight. Full rainbow board here.
He does not want a 10. He wants a deuce, a jack, or a 6. That's what we need. That's what he needs. Say we, like I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be unbiased.
Speaking to the third person.
Yeah.
5 burger. Pairs the board. And if we go full pot once, do we need to represent something again here?
I mean, you're representing a straight on the turn when you bet. So if you bet again, your hand becomes kind of a very confusing story, right? So Egg Daddy should not be checking this. He knows a deuce can't win. It's tough though, you know, because you figure if he does have the straight, he's calling. So I would not hate something like 120, a little quarter pot bet. Can obviously snap fold to a raise, but it's probably going to get it done.
Is that 150? 125. There you go.
With Egg Daddy raising pre-flop, he has all the overpairs. He has the 10s, jacks, queens, kings. You know, would check those back a decent amount of the time, but it's a tough call with ace-9 here.
Yeah, playing aces, I mean 9s and 5s with that ace kicker. This could be one of those situations where you look at that run out and think 2 pair is good. He does. Ace-9, and Egg Daddy can only say nice hand. Really good, strong call there from Mickey. I wouldn't have hated a fold either, but he makes the strong call. Tell he was thinking through it.
Definitely.
That's tough. And Egg Daddy's going to stretch a little bit. Oh, shit.
And, you know, his bet sizing really was telling the overpair.
That story, right? Yeah.
So, you know, going anything bigger, you're saying minimum you have a straight, trips, boat. So, you know, bet sizing does say, you know, it's a lot of the story that you tell, right? Your hand strength is dictated by how much you bet.
What about any of the physical tells there from Egg Daddy? The amount of time he took, the way he was looking at the board. I mean, you could see that Mickey was kind of locked in on him, sitting next to him. He's his neighbor, you know.
I'm not a huge physical tell guy. I just feel like the better the player, the less they're going to give off, and
right.
You also run into the chance that they're giving off false information. So You know, I try to go more on bet sizing. Timing tells are pretty important. So, you know, maybe he took a little bit too long. And
that was more maybe I was thinking too, the timing. Yeah.
And, and Mickey recognized that. But you know, I myself will fake breathe, you know, or fake like I got a heavy heartbeat going in spots where I have the nuts, or you know, sometimes even just with marginal hands, you gotta switch it up. So yeah, timing is a very important thing. So.
Lots of diamonds here for Egg Daddy.
It's a pure 50-50.
No pair. Oh, wow.
Easy game. Good, no bluff.
There's a lot more diamonds in the deck than there are 7s and 9s, and that's the run out that we get. But like you said, good recognition, just shut it down. Those blue chips are 100K chips. I mean, excuse me, 25K chips. That's a 100K bet from Jay, and that gets it done quick and easy.
All right, well, Egg Daddy's going to have to get back in the kitchen here. We've gone from 650 back down to 230, which still, at you know, 11 big blinds is a lot more in Omaha than it is in Hold'em. So it can be spun.
Yeah, spun it up once from 100 to 600 something. See if he can do that now with 230 here.
Yeah, that's what he started with at the final table, was 11 big blinds.
Yep.
So.
Another 6 minutes or so in this blind level.
Hey, look at Mickey, 1 jack off.
Yeah, almost quads. And those are sunny side up eggs on the shirt of Egg Daddy.
There's free panda over here. I say 250 probably would have done it.
Wouldn't have left him with much.
No.
If he did get called there, but yeah, it probably would have. But I think that was the thought process too. Like, I think if he really was just trying to just blow him off of it, we just would have shipped it. Close your eyes and pray, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Blinds are just getting nasty.
Look at the deuce dangler again.
Deuce danglers.
Not going to get any more action, but at least he's going to win the pot.
Quick fold from North. Big Daddy will gladly take 90,000 in profit after that last one.
Back up to 320.
That is a great question, Scotty B. Scott Broyles, my man, says, Eric, when do you sleep? Well, this weekend it's pretty wild with a stream on Friday, a stream on Saturday, and now a stream here. I just sleep when I can, man. We had a few 3 and 4 hour power naps this weekend. I didn't play this weekend because of that. I knew I was going to be too tired and busy, and they're going to need one of us in the booth with RJ out of town. But RJ was at a high school reunion, hanging out with the old pals.
He graduated high school?
He did graduate high school.
Sorry, RJ. I'm just kidding.
He actually went to college and stuff, too, evidently.
And
stuff, yeah. Shout out to our buddy RJ. They do have college in Oklahoma. Dusty Holdings around, and yeah, that's why everybody folded, Mickey. You had the only good hand four-handed there.
I took a few different math classes in college. Did not finish a degree though. Yeah. Was not Everything else was kind of not my thing. The math was helpful.
Yeah. A lot of that stuff, you're just like, wow, I got a basket weaving degree, and here I am dealing poker or working in the oil field or getting into real estate or whatever people decide to do later. It's at different times now. Lord have mercy, the skills trades now. The money you can make, in skills is like an electrician and stuff with all the stuff that's getting built across the country. I mean, college, what the heck's that?
Yeah.
You want me to go into debt for $150K versus I could be making $250 in 5 years?
Yeah,
I'm good.
I watched something on that and how some people with their college loans are in debt for 30 years because of the.
Especially when they go to law school and stuff like that.
Yeah. And the interest that gets charged on it, and you start out making pennies whenever you first get into your career.
And not everybody interviews well either. So it's like, great, you got a piece of paper, but are you hireable? That's the hard part, getting people to actually hire you.
I consider myself very blessed to have lost a bunch of money for a decade or so playing poker until I figured it out.
There you go.
Do some general contracting stuff too, so that's a nice gig, but being my own boss is nice.
The 2-pair for Mickey was good on the flop. Is it still good? It is.
It appears it is. But the 10s with the spade draw now have a little bit more equity. That's wonder if that changes if they go heads up. Wonder if Mickey's in the lead then at that point.
Right, and North may feel better. Well, no, everybody else folded, so North does just decide to let it go there.
Yeah.
Now, there's the old joke about Oklahoma. I'm not going to say it. But, yeah, that's the longest standing joke, the rivalry between Texas and Oklahoma. Why does Texas not fall into the Gulf of Mexico or now the Gulf of America? Because Oklahoma sucks. That was the running joke.
That's funny.
They keep us part of the U.S. Afloat. Yeah, they keep us part of the U.S. They just keep on sucking.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Texas would prefer not to be part of the U.S.,
exactly.
But that's a totally different conversation.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm only in Oklahoma if it involves poker tournaments at Choctaw.
All right, Mickey with a hand on the button here. Might think about with 1.6 million chips.
Yeah,
like you said, just opening anything.
I would be opening this all day on the button. Double suited, semi-connected. Big Daddy knows he's going to be opening so wide on the button here. Still tough, though. Still tough.
Not feeling the love from the 6-9 of hearts to go with those queens.
He gets to just be a bully right now, which is always fun in a tournament when you have all the chips and you can just every once in a while you build up enough chips where you feel like you can just stick a stack out there and tell it, give everybody the come on.
Yeah. Come get you some. I got 1.7 million, folks.
Like wake up with it or fold?
Yeah. Just under a 3-1 lead over the next closest opponent is our friend Mickey right now. So I think what it was, he bought one of Egg Daddy's chocolate chip cookies from the bar.
Which are fantastic.
While they were on break earlier.
Yeah.
And I asked him how his stack was doing. He said, I'm good. He's chewing down on this cookie. And here he is, chip leading at a final table. So maybe the power is in the snacks. He went with the classic chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, see, this is an example of opening every hand.
Yeah, love it. And you don't see that a lot from younger, inexperienced players, but he's been playing a lot. And we mentioned, you can tell he's somebody that studies a little bit too now, and he's getting more involved in the game. So he knows what to do here, even though he's one of the younger guys at the table. I like seeing that.
Well, another raise and take it.
We're going to be back to kind of normal schedule for poker tournaments this coming week, except we do have our second even bigger one going on this month. So starting tomorrow, they've already done satellites for, not tomorrow, excuse me, Tuesday. Starting Tuesday, we're going to have our even bigger one, $250K, $300 buy-in. There's going to be 2 flights every day, 10 a.m. and 5 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday. Check the schedule again for tomorrow if there's going to be some satellites. We've got a satellite going on right now for that event as well. But another opportunity for a big old bankroll builder. It's been averaging over 50,000 for first place. We've seen it get all the way up to 70 and 80,000. Last month was a little short. Let's try to get this one even bigger, though. The even bigger one, the greatest monthly tournament in all of the land. We're going to bink one day, John.
For sure. I was fortunate enough to final table it like a month and a half ago, whatever, two times ago.
It's been since November for me.
But it was off of 2 satellite bullets.
There you
so
go.
$120 into 5K.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. And potentially could have been more, right? I mean, that's what's crazy.
Yeah, but when Brittany sticks you in the big blind with 7.5 big blinds to start the final table, it's kind of all she wrote.
Yep, indeed.
So, again, thanks again, Brittany. Love you. No, it's. I mean, just, obviously, it's you gotta run good at some point to even make it that far. So blessed to have even done that. And
Amen.
I don't play a ton of Hold'em tournaments. I do a little bit. You won't find me in the Hold'em cash streets, but I will play the chess match of a Hold'em tournament with you.
Nice little 6, 7, 8, 9 here for Jay.
Love it. I love hands like this.
No hearts, but he says no care because I'm wrapped all around this sucker. We're going full pot.
And you know where you're at. With the flop dictates your hand strength.
Yeah. Definitely a fun one and willing to show, hey, look, I was all over this thing.
Yeah, the only thing he's behind right there is Jack 9-8, and you're blocking that. So it's
and big hearts are calling you. That's about it, yeah.
Easy to get away from when your opponent gets there, and it's like when you have aces or kings and it comes low board, you just never know where you're at. So rundown hands are my favorite. They play really well post flop. They're a much better hand whenever you're deep if you're playing cash. So,
well, speaking of binking big ones, folks, take a screenshot real quick, or I'll put this back up later. We'll get to some more action here on the table. But Trailblazer coming back August the 25th. We're going to end that on September the 8th, and 2 days later, we're going to have the World Series of Poker back in Austin, Texas. So big opportunities to get in on some fun tournaments, both here in the Dallas area, and then into September, you're going to get into that second World Series of Poker circuit event in Austin. I know you guys went down there for that. I went down there for that. It was a blast.
We will be down there again for sure.
Amen.
Amazing. We just crushed every single guarantee.
Yeah. Mickey's going to take another one down. The fun thing, John, you mentioned crushing guarantees. I looked at some of the tournaments. First place was actually equal to or more than what they actually guaranteed in the entire tournament.
Insane,
so
right?
They blew that thing out of the water. Obviously, there was going to be, some things that they were going to have to troubleshoot, but parking was kind of an issue that they're working through that. There were some great opportunities to take a quick shuttle. They had shuttles going every day. I had no problem taking the shuttles. The air conditioning, was an issue for that opening weekend, but they got that fixed. And it was just a kick-ass time. And the World Series of Poker clearly feels the same because here they are back just a few months later.
Right. Well, and WSOP is a little weary about putting guarantees on stops, especially when they're new to the circuit. So the fact that not only did we meet and exceed, the main and the opener and the mini main and stuff, every single tournament just at least doubled it.
Yeah.
So
that was nuts.
Hence the $2 million guaranteed on
this time's main event. Yeah.
So
you heard that right, folks. Main event in Austin will be a $2 million guarantee, not $1 million.
I was unfortunate in the way I busted out of the main, as is with a lot of tournaments. It's sad sometimes, but was fortunate enough to get in off one max late reg satellite.
Yeah.
So hopped in for $250, I think, and 10 big blinds, and next thing you know, we got a $1,700 seat. So
absolutely, and Lego's right. Several of those events were triple the guarantee, so a lot of opportunities. If you're just tuning in, This is, again, what we're playing for. We're down to our final 4 of our PLO Madness tournament. We had 99 entries today. Didn't quite make the 30K guarantee, but, of course, we guarantee it. 2,300 is the next man out. 95.20, though, up top, so almost, well, a little over $7,000 difference between next man out and first place.
Yeah, our next pay jump is what 7th place made.
Yeah, insane.
So.
Oh, yeah. The Jack.
This might be one Mickey's willing to actually let go there, yeah, under the gun.
Yeah.
Egg Daddy has the button now, but he's got a short stack. 4 big blinds. Blinds have gone up to 15, 30, 30, John.
Yeah, and he's got one more free hand, so hopefully it's a good one. Yeah, this is probably just going to be a fold too. Oh, the north is also very short.
He's going to get a little rebate, little walk there. Up to 243. So here's that free hand coming up for Egg Daddy with just 4 big blinds. Now that those blinds are up, I think they went up the hand before we were gabbing. We're on hand number 40 now.
He's probably sitting there wishing he would have went with the queens, but with getting 4 cards every hand, you're assuming you're going to wake up with something a little stronger, you know. But at this point, I feel like any 4 connected cards with 1 suit at least, he's probably going to go with.
All right, pressure's on you, Tai Chi, our favorite dealer here. Rocking and rolling. He's been here for just over 6 months, but part of the family already.
Check call or check fold, which would be probably smart.
This is probably one that's going in the muck, unfortunately.
Jack 7, 5, 4, no suits.
Yeah. Jack 7, 6, 5 with a suit, probably a reasonable go with. Just a walk for Mickey. Easy game, easy game.
Easy peasy. Has been pretty smooth sailing. We've seen some nice plays from him as well, but definitely a lot of that going his way as well. Raise and take or just walks.
I don't have a favorite dealer in my life, Chi, but
approaching that.
If we take this down, you're
he's got 3-1 right now on Jay, who's got 3-1 on North. So.
You're right there, you're right there.
They're definitely going to leave it up to Mickey to take care of business. He's gonna do it. Yeah.
What is Jonathan gonna wake up with?
What do we got? Yep.
Yeah.
It's going in. Oh, what a sexy hand to wake up with.
Yeah.
4 big blinds.
Double
three big blinds.
10, 9, 7.
And look, it's still a coin flip.
Yep. He's really just up against the 1 overcard, the Jack, and currently a pair of 5s. So
it's amazing how close the equities run in PLO.
Wow.
That's
has hearts now.
Yeah, that's
10-9 gets it done.
Got him up to 210, more than a double.
Egg Daddy, alligator blood.
Or well, no, I guess a little bit less than a double because he had one of those blinds in the middle. But
no cracking eggs on Egg Daddy just yet.
Nope.
I wouldn't have felt great doubling you up, but everybody else at the table, it's like you get 1 free one.
Mickey giving out free doubles, he says.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to double up Jay.
I mean, that's fair because Jay has
a lot of experience and a lot of chips.
Yeah, a bunch more chips. Guess we haven't asked the question of when we think it's going to get down to heads up yet.
We have not. We're only on hand 42. Start throwing that out in the chat, folks. What hand number you think we're going to finally get to heads up? What's going to be our first hand heads up? What number? We're on hand 42 right now. Throw it out there in the chat. Let us know. You get a big high five from John and I if you nail it.
Little wild, though, what we lost 4 in the first 11.
Mm-hmm.
Then it took 13 hands to lose 1.
One more, yeah.
And it's been another 18 hands. We haven't lost anybody. So
That's the math you learned in college? Lego says we're going till Christmas. 420.69
I feel like he's used that answer before.
every time. Congrats on your little tournament crush there. I have Tony's going to throw out a legitimate number. He says 63. And North raising it up here.
Number 1.
Yeah. Jay's not a fan of that one, but it is a min click. You know, the 9-6-5, the 6-5 deuce isn't the worst.
Yeah,
So
Jay agrees.
the defend is perfectly fine. That's an interesting flop. We got bottom pair and a gutter for Jay. We got nut flush draw and a wheel draw. 4 is a terrible card for North unless it's the 4 of hearts.
Forward pair and king, of course.
Wow. No, now we have a flip. North was ahead on the flop by a considerable amount.
There is the nut flush. You know a boat's not going to check to you.
All right, small bet, fold.
Yeah. Nice hand there. The return of the North.
Might have got the double there, Graham. I had a king, though. No flush. No boat.
ASG, don't put that on us either. We don't want to be here till hand tree fitty. That's too many.
Thanks, Mike. That.
Tree fitty.
Actually watched that new Kevin Hart movie on Netflix the other night. It was hilarious. Mike Epps has a little cameo.
Cameo?
In it. Yeah.
All right. What's the movie called?
72 Hours.
Okay. Is it action comedy type deal?
Mainly just comedy.
Just comedy, okay.
Little bit of action, but it is hilarious. This should be an open.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 8.
And he's not shying away on the open sides either. He's just going full pot. You either got it or you don't. Yeah.
And Jonathan says, well, I
He's
think
got
I
it.
got it.
Oh, tough to see the jack and the ace in Jay's hand. Jay might be calling here just because, just could he reopen?
He's going to let the big stack do it.
Quick, but.
Jonathan at risk again.
And again, look how close the equities run. Pure coin flip. He would have had a couple. See, and Jay just says what he has.
You hate that.
Yeah, not a fan. It's a good flop for.
Jacks for sure, yeah.
That doesn't count for anything. There we go. There we go. Egg Daddy with another double.
Can't get rid of the man. Mickey's like, I'm sick of doubling this guy up. What do I got to do?
He's in the kitchen.
He's cooking.
Let him cook.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
201.
Yeah, desperate for a 7 there, and he's got it.
Give me the whites.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're coloring up the yellows on the next.
Yeah. I think the next little one will be their first break.
Yeah. I feel like they would have been
15.
out of the Hold'em tournament already, though.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I don't hate it. I actually read something online the other day. They were talking about leaving smaller chips in place. There's a big conversation between a lot of the bigger pros and stuff, and it's
They said let's bring back the big chip stacks.
yeah, because
the towers.
but it is one of those things that you can only have certain raise sizes if you color up too quick.
Yeah.
And online you get to click whatever
the hell you want.
buttons. So, I think that he was saying you could only go 2 1/3 or 2 2/3 or 3x or 2x or something like that Why can't you go 2.2, 2.1, 2.5? You know, like all these other sizes that you might want to go. So queens are a decent hand 4 ways. Do definitely need to be careful though. Probably a raise and fold to a 3-bet, or just a fold. I don't hate it.
Just chunk it.
I don't hate it. Mickey's in the big blind. He's going to defend 100%. Or raise 100%.
Yeah, not even defending, right? He's going to just keep the gas on.
Right.
He's like, you know what? I keep doubling this guy. I'm going to try to knock this guy out instead.
Yeah. I feel like North is probably going to fold here. He is going to defend. It's a big percentage of his stack.
Yeah, he's looking for clubs or a low flop.
He's got like 180 behind. He's got basically a pot-sized bet left. So, what an easy game.
Easy game. Just flop top and bottom.
I mean, the sevens all. And the fact that he still has 17% with only 1 card, you know, that's a reasonable amount of equity, but obviously can't take it down.
Yeah.
And that's why I was a little surprised that he defended, just because there's so many flops that you're gonna.
He needed specifics with that hand.
If he's double suited, sure, I love it. But 3 to a suit really handcuffs you. You know, what is it? You get an extra 2% if you have a suited hand or whatever. I think you lose half of a percent or something if you have an additional of that suit in your hand. So,
Was 3-betting you free though?
I didn't think it was a good limp call for a 6th of my stack.
Is there 9 on that flop?
Jack
5 something.
Jack 9.
No,
Was it Jack 9-5?
No.
Yeah.
Was it?
Jack 9-5? Yeah, because
He had the
the
9s.
7. Yeah.
Yeah, Jay had those 9s.
Right.
Just like Egg Daddy chunked queens, he chunked 9s pretty easy there. All right. Get some action here 3 ways for once.
Yeah, and Hold'em, you flop a set of 7s, 8s, 9s, you love it. In Omaha, tread lightly.
2 clubs, queen 7-3.
Check. Check. Check.
So Jay's probably going to check back here and try and see some semblance of a safe turn.
What a turn does Mickey get here?
Much, yeah.
Jack 10 of hearts. Got the up and downer with hearts now.
Egg Daddy's dead to a non-heart 5, so he's probably going to be out of this mix.
Yeah, definitely. That deuce 4, 6, 8.
Check.
The doogie.
He might get to hang in this mix.
And hit a miracle. No. It's the 2-piece for Jay.
Yeah, this is just going to probably go check, 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 and Jay wins. I don't see. Oh.
Got his bluffing pants on tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he said nobody wants it. Nobody wants it.
Big stacked bully. Let's go. Well done, Mickey.
Wanted to bet every street there.
Didn't you? You had the option every time.
Wanted to.
Every street you had an option to bet.
I like how he's selling the story even after they fold.
Because we weren't folding.
Like, meaning I didn't have any of it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to bet all my draws that missed.
But I'm saying I had a set of 3s, but I never bet that.
All right, Mr. North gets a free hand here, and then those blinds are going to start hitting him. He's going to have to put a third of his stack in on the next one. Hi-ya.
It just three to the wheel.
Sometimes it does miss.
And you'd love it in high-low.
I was gonna ask the call here just to come in and see what happens.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
You can go raise all in. You can fold, or you can, you know. ideal scenario, Mickey folded, so you don't have to worry about either of them really going crazy. So Egg Daddy should put in the call here. Jay's checking almost everything.
Almost everything. Not kings.
But, I mean, I feel like North has to go with it now. I don't think he limped to fold. When we put in 15% of his stack, and then next hand he's forced to put in a third of it, you know?
It's Tai Chi. Tai Chi, is that how you say it? Tai Chi.
They finally got the introductions. Jay
Been
opened
here
his
2
hand
hours.
and says, "This is how Mickey feels? Pot, 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 pot." And then Egg Daddy goes, "Who's Mickey?" Like, guy sitting next to you.
That's
Jack
funny.
Wagon. And then he introduced the rest of the table, just in case anybody didn't know. So North says, "I guess I'm just going to go with this," but is going to keep some chips behind.
Yeah, I mean, you see some terrible flops.
Yeah.
Egg Daddy hunting for a 7 or some diamonds. Egg Daddy's going to be done with it. North isn't going to fold. You got a pair. I mean, unfortunately, you're dead to Jack 10, but he shouldn't have a ton of those potting in the big blind.
Ten ball.
Okay. Check.
It's still going to check through.
Yeah.
I mean, Jay doesn't love that king.
Okay. Check.
Set.
God, I had the Jack 10. 3.
Set of kings. Read it and weep.
Read it and weep, says Jay. Big Daddy's like, "I can't find a winner."
So
That's good.
North is forced all in this next hand. I guess not technically. He has 3K, but if you fold for that 3K,
3K back? Who wants it? One of y'all
he said, "Who wants it?"
Let me take it from him. That was one double for me, so I might just fold range. I have a blade.
6 minutes, blinds will be going up again. We'll go 20, 40, 40, right? We'll be next.
I'll do one too.
Yeah.
Seems to be working for this guy.
Got no wind to hold on. No wind to hold.
I thought that was banned from singing that song at the poker table.
I mean, it should be. I feel like if Mick, all right, never mind. No comment. I feel like that should have just been a call scenario.
Not a raise, yeah.
Yeah,
Does
I mean,
push
it's
him out.
Unspoken rule in tournament poker
Oh,
about
you won, just so you know. Don't ask for another after this
When
one.
somebody's that short,
helping collectively knocking somebody out, right? Like,
the unspoken collusion.
yeah.
All right, North officially at risk. Loves the opening club. It's dust after that.
Oh, the 8 hurts. He needs a no. He's 8 killed him.
8 killed him, indeed.
8 killed him.
Mickey still running pure. That's going to do it for our man North. Shout out to all the folks in the chat, all the Northsiders that were rooting on our friend North. He is going to exit in 4th place, but take home $23.25 for his efforts. Great run, North, and thanks to all his friends and family for tuning in and joining us.
That is quite a few bullets over at in the LC 1-2 game.
Absolutely. If that's what he likes to play a lot, there you go.
So maybe even splash around in the 2-2
2-2
PLO.
PLO for sure.
Might be his first PLO tournament.
So Egg Daddy now is super short compared to the other players, but we see, he's survived and one double or triple up and could be his tournament.
He is
fight
very
for.
resilient. Now that they've made it up another ladder, I feel like he's probably gonna be a little less selective with his hands. Blinds coming around every 3 hands, you know.
Y'all want to chop?
Mickey, you good?
After this hand, we can reconvene.
Okay, we'll remember this when the tides turn,
No,
Mickey.
it's okay. Trust me.
We'll remember this, man.
3-handed.
That is a sexy hand.
I mean. Interesting. Couple of sneaky guys.
Yeah, he was definitely looking for the limp re-raise. And what an interesting flop. We have a wrap versus second nut flush draw and a gutter. 10 gives him the same straight.
Nothing would make Jonathan more happy than a big collision with these two players.
Yeah. Jay is trying to avoid that at all costs.
And he does avoid disaster. He ends up with the Stone Cold Nizzleburgers. No, he doesn't have a 9.
No.
Doesn't have a 9.
Nope.
Thought he had a 9.
The jack is good.
Just a jack. Wow.
If I make it to break, John.
I didn't really go for the raise pre.
No nuts there.
Glad I didn't go for the raise pre.
Would have ripped it on you.
I know.
He said, I would have ripped it on you. Indeed, yeah. I mean, beautiful hand. 3-handed.
Yeah.
Beautiful hand, full table.
If he limp re-raises, though, Mickey should be folding
Yeah.
that hand pre-flop. So it's just too disconnected. No nut suit.
Look at that chip stack over there.
I'll save you time. I'm not gonna. Okay. I want to play. I don't ever get to play like final table mini tournaments at all, so I prefer to.
I like it.
Let's go.
We got a no chop.
We got a player that wants to play this out. He wants to just keep battling and fighting and
Unless you're all in, then I'm rooting against you.
let the cards fall as they may, and I like that.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's good money already off of a $300 buy-in, and why not play for big money, all the clout, the trophy. Let's go.
Yeah, and I feel like a couple $1,000 isn't gonna.
Change his life, right?
Yeah, any one of these 3 players.
I mean, it is the 26th. Rent's due in a couple days, you know.
Jonathan's house is probably paid off. And as deep as Jay plays in PLO, I would assume
think they'll be okay.
his,
Yeah, I think
his
His
rent's
rent's paid.
covered.
All right.
Oh, we got a raise from Egg Daddy. He said, let's go. And takes it. Does he take it down? I don't know if Mickey's going to let him take it down.
I don't think he is, because he's just like, these cards are connected, suited.
Yeah.
Got a fresh beer over there. Noted in the chat.
How many do we have in the stack? It looks like at least 3.
There we go.
All right, we got a call. 4 of diamonds is a very interesting card.
I'll verify that when they go on break here, Lego. I'm not sure about the trophy. I thought there was, but. Middling flop, and they don't have those middling cards.
If Egg Daddy. Yeah. What do we got here? Hey, there we go. Tide's completely turned right there.
Check.
Four and a half big blinds left.
Yeah, I mean, it's still such
There
a
you go.
good all in. And sometimes you just got to put it on the table.
Don't let him find something on the river.
Yeah.
And they've made it to a break, folks. I'm going to put us on camera real quick. Those we're asking, that's Jonathan Winfield, one of our dealers here, and, of course, PLO players you'll see splashing around all the time. He's joined me tonight to kind of help me out with some PLO strategy and some of those questions that I may not have answers for if folks are entertaining that. So thanks again, John, for joining us. We're going to go on
It's a pleasure.
6.5-minute break. I'm going to hit you guys with a quick video here because we've got some big things coming up at Texas Card House.
The biggest poker series in Texas history happened right here at Texas Card House. More than 11,000 entries came through these doors, over $7 million awarded, and that was just one series. Now, Texas Card House is bringing 2 major tournament series back to back. First, the Trailblazer Poker Tour opens in Dallas and Las Colinas, August 25th through September 8th. Then, the World Series of Poker Circuit returns to Austin, September 10 through September 21st. Welcome to the biggest poker month in Texas, only at Texas Card House.
Well, we'll do it in a second after. We'll let Miss Marty color them all up.
I am back in here. Yeah, John doesn't deal a whole lot. He actually plays more than he deals and has another job. He does some contracting work outside of this. But yeah, he's been part of the team since before I was. And I've been doing the commentary thing for over 3 years now, and did a little bit of chip running when I was in between sales jobs for a little while. So John's been here pretty much from almost the beginning. You'd have to ask him if he's been here since we opened, but he's been here for quite a while. Oh, and I was supposed to ask Lego about the trophy. Give me 1 second.
445.
Got my answer. Yeah, there's a trophy for this bad boy. I think they're going to bring it out to the table at some point. Coming back, 3 players, 3,600, 5,700, 9,520. This is our final 3, Mickey J and Jonathan, a.k.a. Egg Daddy. Our final 3 out of 99 entries today. A lot going on in the poker world this past week and, of course, weekend. Shout out to all those folks that went up to Choctaw and played in that circuit event up there. Hopefully somebody from DFW will bring home a badass ring and all that cash and spread the wealth back into the poker community. I loved the notice of the outfit our man Mickey's rocking. Yeah, you got to have some confidence to rock a pink shirt, a mustache, and a fanny pack. God bless him. I know I couldn't get away with that.
I'm living under 10 bigs. I'm like living under 10 bigs.
There's coming back a little early. Another minute or so left.
I wouldn't know. Thanks, guys. Bunch of assholes, man.
If you're thinking about joining the poker community as an employee, thought about maybe making a little money as a dealer, it's a great time to do it right now. I think maybe tomorrow, maybe one of the last days, but one of our very own who deals here pretty much half the year and then focuses on training the other half of the year, Mark, he's teaming up with Texas Card House with his True Poker Dealer training online course. There is a code you can use right there for $150 off. He's got very reasonable prices, and I promise you, you will learn how to become one of the best dealers in the country just by taking his course. He's taught lots of folks that currently deal here. He's taught people in Vegas, everywhere, and Mark is a great guy. Check him out. True Poker Dealer. He does have some free content on YouTube, but of course he makes his living doing the training. So for these remote courses, there obviously is going to be a fee. But we've got the Trailblazer Poker Tour coming up, and we've got the World Series of Poker circuit event in Austin. We're going to need some dealers. So what a great opportunity to get in on it now, while there's a lot of action coming up that you can get involved in. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, whammy. We are back from break. I'm Eric Van Loozen, of course, joined by Jonathan Winfield. And we are down to those final 3 players. There is the lovely Miss Marvy, our floor manager tonight, helping us out with the tournament.
Yeah, they could. They'll be bringing their own.
Egg Daddy with 11 big blinds. We've seen him with 11 big blinds several times this evening.
But maybe because it's a new item.
I didn't know, Lena, that there wasn't a trophy last month, so I'm not sure why they didn't have one, but it may have been asked, and that may be why we have one this time. They may have said, hey, we want a trophy. So I'm sure we got with Mr. Bob and said, Bob, make us a trophy. Check out Aeon Crystal, A-E-N-O-N, A-E-O-N, Aeon Crystal. This is Bob's company. They do really cool stuff. They do all of our trophies for us.
It's probably going to be a pot.
Oh, wait, that's a good question.
And probably a fold from Egg Daddy. Slight discount.
I mean, you'd love to have a Broadway card, right, with that ace, not 9, 5,
Yeah.
4. Yeah.
Or even the 4 of spades.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, happy belated birthday, Marvy. If she tunes in. I know Mr. Nick watches quite a bit, so he can tell her. There you go. Spot on. Egg Daddy does fold. Jay says, I had another really big hand.
Look at my fold.
Jonathan's wanting some credit from us in the booth. Says, look at that, guys. I folded that. With 11 big blinds.
As predicted.
How you doing? Just wishing you good luck.
Thanks, man.
No offenses.
He's going to need it.
Nice to meet you and good luck.
Like
Some
Jay players, like Jay playing
stranger
Jay.
runs on the stage to shake a celebrity hand. You become a TCH Live celebrity when you play on 3 streams in 1 week. You know, 2 cash streams, 1 Hold'em, 1 PLO, and now a tournament final table. Mr. J.
Well, that looks like a hand we're going to be raising.
I think so. A suited ace, a pair of aces, and a wheel ace. Okay.
I also don't hate a limp here.
So you can then hammer it. But no, he's just going to go with it. Mickey's got a pair.
Oh, we got red chips in play.
2 10s and a dirty diaper. Yeah, the 100K red chips are out.
Good start.
Oh,
my
top
goodness.
set. How good do you run, Mickey? Two clean outs, but it's going to be good night for Egg Daddy if he puts that chip in right
We
here.
need like 4 clubs or jack of clubs on the turn. I don't think he can ever fold. Definitely going to see a raise here from Mickey.
And we can't fold here. We come this far, but he is drawing super thin. Egg Daddy's all in with aces. He needs some backdoor clubs. He needs an ace.
Now in Hold'em, Egg Daddy would only have like 5%.
Yeah. Here we go. Ace only. That is going to do it, and Mickey continues the domination up to 2 million in chips. That's going to do it for our good friend Jonathan, Egg Daddy. Great run, buddy. 3,600 going his way.
Good run, well played.
Everything. Yeah, he survived and survived and survived off of short stack. Got all those ladders. Well done.
10 big blind beasts.
Indeed. And here we go. Heads up.
Who said hand 52?
Oh, good question. Hand 52 will be our first heads up hand. Was somebody close? 51 was Inception. Is that the closest one?
I mean, by
51.
By Price is Right rules, you win.
Inception, high five. You guessed hand 51. That was the knockout hand. Now we're on hand 52. Heads up. Let's go.
Exactly 20.
I can just do 2.9 minus my stack to 10 your stack.
And then first hand, ace, king, jack, 6. Now that we're heads up, that hand's going to get even stronger, right?
Yes, 100%. And Mickey will be opening that hand. I would not be surprised if Jay would like limp in that scenario. Maybe for the limp re-raise, maybe just limp call to protect his stack size. Big chip disadvantage, so.
That's pretty good.
He said, well, what'd you have? He had a lot. Well, if you were tuned in last night for our Lone Star Showdown final table, it was a back and forth, just wild one. And we'll see what happens here, but we had a player with a 24-1 chip lead at one point last night, ended up runner-up. And there's the trophy.
Computer hand screwed him.
Marvy's going to bring out the beautiful crystal trophy.
We'll see a lot of limps from Jay here on the button.
There you go, check, check. Here we go, let's see a flop.
And that's all Jay.
Yeah, the 9-10-7.
Check, bet, fold.
There you go. Bet and take it. Get those chips he just lost back up to 840. And not only were they get the crystal trophy, they're actually going to get one of the commemorative coins that you get when you win a tournament at Texas Card House. It'll say 2026 tournament champ. You'll see a lot of those at the table, players using those as card protectors. Just another cool little trinket and giveaway.
One of those from our smaller PLO tournament that we run every Sunday at 6 p.m.
Took me a minute to get one because I had a bunch of final tables, no wins after they put those out. I had a couple of wins when I first started playing here on some smaller like daily tournaments and whatnot, and they weren't giving out coins, and I was like, I got to get one. Finally got one. Don't really ever bring it to the table or use it, but it's cool to have the little commemorative coin.
Yeah, I keep mine in my bag. I don't use it as a card protector. I don't really use a card protector, but if you're sitting in the 1 or 9 seat, highly recommend it.
Highly recommend. Get you a little something to put on top of your cards. We got some dealers that are on it, and if those cards are closer to them than they are to you, brother or sister, that's a fold often.
You want a bad beat story.
Yeah, that's a bad beat. seen it happen a lot. Of course, the 5 seat sometimes gets nabbed
Yeah.
if they push it out a little too far, you know.
For sure.
For sure.
I have nabbed the 5 seat a couple times.
Yeah, got to be careful. But, I mean, put a chip, right? Put a single chip on your cards at all times. Protect yo hand. That is yo responsibility.
You know, it also helps from the wild fold too, from your neighbor. Just mucks their cards right into yours.
Oh yeah. Deuces never lose, as they say. Let's see if they can win this one.
He's got diamonds working for him too. No diamonds.
Clubbies.
Jay's got a nice little bluff card there if need be.
Absolutely.
So you can do any risk that
Hello, dangler.
No bluff needed.
No bluff needed when you hit your dangler.
Bet and folds. Wow.
We called with deuces?
Called with deuces.
Okay. So
I
I
mean,
don't believe you have anything here.
There's definitely a lot of hands that, you know, don't have a pair.
No, I had a pair.
He says, I will accept that gift.
Mickey announced I did have a pair. It does qualify.
It does. Must play 2 cards, had a pair in hand.
Right next to not having a pair, but it is a pair.
Hey, you don't hear people talking in PLO a lot about nut no pair like you do in Hold'em, you know. You can bluff catch a lot in Hold'em with the nut no pair. You don't need to be bluff catching too much with
for sure.
nut no pair and PLO.
Ace high is deceivingly strong in Hold'em.
And we'll probably see a lot of hands just like this between the two, where they both get kind of just those meh hands you see so many people play in a regular PLO cash game. And these guys are pretty sharp guys and know that they're not just going to play any hand when their opponent opens.
Right.
I've heard stories like that, Lego. Yeah, PLO won with 9 high when something just everybody bricks and they have similar draws. 9 high wins like a boss.
I won a $2,500 pot with a pair of 4s one time.
Another kind of schmeech kind of hand here. 6, 7, 9 queen. You do have chips in every pot though when your head's up. So
yeah, semi-connected. He's coming in for the open. Running into a premium.
And he says, pot.
That's going to be a fold from Jay. I would be very surprised if he defended this.
Again, you're looking for a lot of really specific flops with a hand like that. On the high end, your queen 9. I mean, we've all seen queen 9 and king 9 get toasted by bigger straights.
Yeah, I mean, if he's double suited there, you know, it definitely holds a lot more weight. But in this specific scenario, he just happens to be up against something that's got him pipped all the way around.
Yeah, hearts and the queen.
He does make the call. We could see some dangerous flops here. But then you could also just flop top 2 pair.
You just outflop the guy. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Equity's completely flip over.
Oh, and the money's going in.
It's going in. Here we go, folks. Jay needs to dodge 8 outs currently. There's still 2 cards to come, though.
They chop with the 2 remaining 9s. He's got to dodge a 10. An ace. He does.
Queen 7 is going to take it. The flop 2 pair that holds.
You know, a deuce would have been disastrous
Oh.
on the river too.
Absolutely.
And ace queen.
Ace queen place. Got to play 2 cards, yeah. And look at that new chip leader. Ding, ding, ding. And let's see how, obviously, Mickey responds to that, right? Still in great shape.
Yeah.
Players pretty close in chip stacks here.
Now they both have a bunch of chips.
Look at that difference, though. You're looking at just shy of $4,000 between second and first. Yeah, they want the trophy, they want the commemorative coin, but they also want $9,500 for first place.
Yeah.
Been a long day. They've been playing since 1 p.m., 11 hours.
Mickey appears to have gotten his free beer fill.
It says PLO Madness, and then I guess it has cards, 4 cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool trophy there. Cool design by Mr. Bob. Bob's been splashing around a little on PLO and then bomb pot game as well.
bit, yeah.
Plays a lot of tournaments, but I'll see him over there splashing around. Are the blinds going? No, we still got 14 minutes on this level. What would they jump to next? Would they go to 25? No, they got rid of those, didn't they? Are those 5Ks?
Those are 5Ks.
Those are 5Ks. So yeah, the whites are the 5Ks, the blues are 25, and then the reds, which I think are all now possessed by Mr. J, those are the 100K chips.
Yeah. It's either going to go 25-50 or 30-60. I'm not sure on the. I haven't made it this far in this tournament to get to that level,
Right.
but. Gonna be a lot of limping on the button here, 'cause you can't just fold. I suppose you've got trips in your hand or something along those lines. You can fold, but
Heart draw for both, and it's not a low one.
yeah, we got a wheel draw, wheel gutter for both. Jay's got a pair of 8s as the lion's share of the equity right now.
81% equity for Jay right here.
Yeah, like King of Hearts is a disastrous card. That's rough.
Ooh, sneaky, sneaky.
Very sneaky. Mickey's probably going to bet. Jay potentially is going to raise, depending on the size of the bet. You do have one straight flush available. Goes into that, king or ace high flush.
Yes, that is Mehdi in the background laughing, folks. Most recognizable laugh in our room.
Oh, he pots it?
He pots it.
Yeah, that's just going to be a call.
Wow. I mean, we knew on that flop there were going to be some chips coming in, but we didn't know that the heart was going to land, and it was going to be a huge pot. Over $1 million in it. Big hand there for Jay. And again, Mickey's just got to regroup here. Got 20 big blinds.
Still piles in a
Piles, yeah.
PLO tournament.
Jay's not going to be in a hurry to double him up, you know, and get him right back in the chip lead. Yeah, you can hear Mehdi's laugh. That's when you know what a good poker community, and we've all been here for so long, is you can, players will get in the chat and be like, I hear so-and-so, or I hear so-and-so. You can hear Tiffany talking. Yeah. You can hear Angie in the background yapping, as she always does. God bless her. God bless you, Angie. But there's Mehdi's laugh.
Wonder if he's at table 4 or table 9.
Yeah.
I think they're both PLO tables. What do we got here?
120.
Oh, my goodness.
Jay starting to heat up a little bit here with those starting hands.
I feel like, yeah, this is just going to be a defend. No reason to bloat the pot out of position. As you can see, he doesn't have that much more equity. So, and that flop is better for Mickey, all things considered. Even though we can see that he has less equity, that his hand just performs very, very well.
Yeah, a room cam that we could go back out to and show would be great.
Yeah, and it's just going to be a fold from Jay. Mickey can't ask for a whole lot more than that. Backdoor nut spades. Got the wrap.
And of course, Jay holding exactly what he holds. He can't know how live he really is.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
we can see it, but
he probably thinks he's dead. So.
Has no pair. Really just that one draw, queen jack. Yeah, nut gutter. Yeah, he's like, eh. He probably knows that there are hands just like what he has there that he could beat, but no reason to stick chips in there.
Now if he's got queen jack 10,
yeah,
money's going.
Money's going in. 100%. A room cam would be cool. I actually had some guys I played on a softball league at for a while, and 2 guys ended up leaving because they always had meetings. They couldn't go to the games anymore. I was like, what are those guys doing? They had this idea that I can't believe never caught on. I think it'd be cool to do it in poker rooms too, but they were going to go around to bars and install cameras in these bars, and it was just to give people the ability, before you decide to go out, I want to see what the scenery looks like at the bar tonight. If you're a guy, you're looking for pretty girls, or if you just want to see if the bar's packed or not, you log in real quick, you go to your favorite bar, and you're like, okay, it's dead, I don't want to go there.
Right.
And you go to your other favorite bar. Oh, look at that. There's the ratio's 70-30 girl to guy. I want to go to that bar, you know? It never picked up. I don't know why. Probably privacy reasons, I guess,
Probably.
But I like the room cam idea,
I definitely agree for like the poker room. That would be very cool.
We just need one from the stage that can kind of venture out there and show what the room looks like every now and then.
Interesting flop here. We got gutter for Mickey, top pair.
Yeah, the deuce would be dirty, right?
The deuce would be very dirty.
The dirty deuce, they call it. One-time dealer, drop a deuce. Yeah, the wife checking the cam. That's problematic. No deuce, but it is a fun card. It's a 4.
Which now they both have the same hand. But Mickey is double blocking the nuts here, which is interesting. Now, I don't know how many deuce 3s he's leading on the flop. That's a little skeptical, but Jay's not going anywhere here. Ooh, okay.
He's not just not going anywhere. He's saying,
raising.
And Mickey's like, whatever. I got 2 pair.
Okay, so a 10 is disastrous for Mickey. A 5 is also a 10, a 5, a king, or a deuce.
Or a deuce. Couple disaster cards possible. That's not one of them.
Nope. Chop it up.
Chop it up. The deuce 3 would have held, but nobody had it. How are they both profiting? Oh, because one had the. That doesn't seem right.
Yeah,
one's getting the ante.
Jay wins 20K.
Yeah.
He loses.
There you go. Before I had a chance to crack her on it, Lena corrected her spelling. We'll loose a lot of. We already have loose players. We're always looking for more loose players. But great correction, because us grammar Nazis would have got you, Lena. All right. I'm telling you, that's an outfit. Pink shirt, fanny pack, 70s, 80s stash. Yeah, I like it, Mickey. I like it. Magnum PI. If you're not old enough, Google Magnum PI. Great show, late 80s, middle 80s.
1982 Tom Selleck.
Yeah, it's a good look. I always love the casino billboards that say loosest slots in town. You have to read it twice. Like, well, slots. Okay, loosest slot machines. That's what you meant.
Yeah, I did the mustache for about 3 minutes one time. Shaved off most of the beard, left the mustache, and then shaved off the mustache.
Because you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, God, I look like an asshole. I can't do this.
Yeah.
The young kids, though, they're bringing it back, man. The mullet and the stash. I like it.
Yeah, if you're a Caucasian Major League Baseball player, that is it feels like a requirement right now.
Hockey, baseball, the mullet, the stash, the mini mullet, yeah. You and I are a little bit more follically challenged. We can't grow a whole lot like we used to. Lego, on the other hand, my goodness. Hair everywhere. That's a mental image nobody wants right now. Sorry, Lego.
I feel like he steps on it sometimes getting up from the table.
I feel like he'd get it caught in a go-kart. Hearts come in.
Yeah, I completely got rid of the mustache one time on accident. Like I was trimming it and I like zipped right through, like almost all the way down. So I look like an Amish person because the mustache was gone, but I still had the beard. It was hilarious.
Oh, man.
I actually have some photos that shall never see the light of day.
Hearts coming out. Mickey has the highest heart, but only one. Got to play two.
We got a Broadway.
We got a baby flush. We call that the butt flush. Wow, he's going to represent a big flush. Paired board. That's going to cripple him if Jay can find this call. And you're still married, though, Lego. She hates it, but you're still married, so you're doing something right.
I've been given instruction that I'm not allowed to shave off the beard.
Yeah,
so.
I had a girl tell me right around the time when I finally started, getting facial hair, high school, into college. I remember I came back in town, and this has always stuck with me. A girl just said, "You look better with facial hair," or "I like your face with facial hair, not without." And I was like, "So what you're saying is you don't like my face?" So I guess I'll be keeping my facial hair.
I have the option to cover half of it up.
Yeah. So yeah, if you ever see me clean shaven, it's probably because I messed up my beard and we just have to grow it back out.
Yeah.
Or we're running really bad in poker and we're just going to reset.
I feel like it's going to be a limp re-raise. Maybe not. Doesn't have the suited ace, so.
All right, raise it up.
360.
There it is. Makes those queens shrink up quite a bit.
Especially with newly acquired chips, looking even. All right, we're going to make the call.
This is gonna be a deciding pot here.
Yeah, a little chess match going on between these two here. Let's see what the flop brings. They're holding a lot of the same cards.
4 of 25.
Jay has the ace of hearts, which could get him in trouble right now.
Yeah, Mickey really likes his hand now. Wasn't sure about it pre. I think he's going to like it a lot now. And chips are going in. That's a lot. 760.
Yep. That is.
It's an all-in.
That is tough. He needs an ace or a 3, as you can see on the top left of your screen.
6 clean outs for Jay. Big deciding hand here. $2.4 million out there. No.
There it is. Trip 4s for Mickey. Got an upgrade.
Oh, yeah, got an upgrade. Queens and 2s to queens and 4s. Big hand for Mickey. Wow, whoa, wee, whoa.
Swingy, swingy heads up match here.
820 was that final bet. Wow, big pot there for Mickey. Jay's got some work to do again.
He does.
I like that we're seeing a battle, some back and forth here.
Yeah, with the how close equities run in PLO, you could see it. Them double each other up, back and forth, back and forth.
Egg Daddy. Is that Egg Daddy? Yeah, it is. I recognize the eggs, not the toes. I haven't been to his Only Toes fan site yet. Cover those things up, Egg Daddy. Or at least paint your pretty nails. It's funny, a lot of people that watch the stream that also play in our room forget that you can see a little bit back there. And I love my buddy Gene, old Gino. Gene loves to walk by and stretch his shirt up. And like, Gene, come on, man, help us out. Shark belly.
Yeah, you think he does it on purpose, though?
He might. That's a pretty good flop.
That is a good flop for Mickey. And unfortunate, Jay's got some cards that he thinks might help.
I mean, talk about gross.
There's going to be, should just be a call from Mickey. He wants him to catch up, whatever he needs. Straight card, flush, flush card, whatever makes his hand better. That's probably going to slow Jay down.
Yeah, I think so, absolutely. Paired board, diamonds out there. You got nothing. You don't even have a jack or a 6 in your hand. Like, there's just no reason to put another chip in this pot.
Mickey bets he's just going to win here. If he checks back, there's a chance Jay bluffs river, but probably not going
to. All right.
Yeah, and when you're playing full ring or 5-6 handed, whatever, you know, betting there is great, but you wonder if, you know, if your opponent is actually dead, should you be checking sometimes? You know, when there's more people available, there's a lot more likely chance he has an 8, right? And then you want to protect your hand from him.
Yeah, the baby boat.
Catching his over kickers, and yeah.
The baby boat or the over kicker that comes in, yeah, for sure.
But heads up, there's just so many cards available. It's, you know, not that Jay would have bluffed there. It's just one of those things, like, they could be dead a lot. So
You heard Tai Chi said the blinds went up, so here we go. We've got 125K already out there. Blinds are at 25, 50, 50. All right. A little on the speculative side, I would think, with that hand, right?
Looked like he was going to put out those I don't care chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Jay being so short, it's just kind of one of those things. You don't want to give him any extra ammo, you know?
And you see what he did there. Obviously, he's not in love with that flop, but he's like, I can bluff and take this down without risking my entire tournament, and it works.
Right.
Yeah.
And he can assume that Mickey doesn't have a strong ace because he didn't re-raise
him. Yeah.
Right. So Jay has all the aces. You know, all the big Broadway cards for the wrap.
Right. Well,
so
you see so many people go with just those either all-in bluffs or huge bluffs, which obviously those can work. But, you know, if you do run into it, you're done.
Right.
You know, you can bluff a small amount, and it still is effective, especially in a tournament, because chips held on to is money, you know.
Yeah.
So
And that's why personally I like the Egg Daddy sizing earlier when he went like quarter pot, because just because it's gonna work often enough that you don't need to expose yourself to losing that much of your chips when your opponent does have a really strong hand, right? So. Jay's a double up from being back in it, so he's now going with 11 big blinds.
We'll go from 11 to 22 quick. Be right back in this thing. It's kind of the opposite of the hand that Mickey just had. He had all suited small cards and the one big one. Now he's got 3 that are suited for Jay. One small dangler unsuited.
See, and I like that from Jay there. Just
let it go, yeah. Reminder, Tuesday, even bigger one starts here. The 250K, $300 buy-in, multi-flight, multi-day. There's going to be satellites going on for that. 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. right here, Texas Card House, Dallas. Come on out. We had a little bit smaller one with everything going on with Choctaw this last one, but this one should be right back to where we were, where we've got a 50, 60, maybe even 70K for first place, so don't miss out on that. Final table will be streamed the following Monday as we get into August. So come on out this week and fire in that one. See if you can't spike you a big old bankroll building championship.
If you're a true D-Gen like me, we'll probably have some flips going occasionally.
Oh, yeah.
PLO flips.
Satellites and flips all week long.
You don't even have to play the satellite. Just
jump in.
Flip until you get it. I think Jay's probably going to go with this.
Backdoor spades, yeah.
And Mickey might have to call because he's got a pair.
It is a gross spot with just Jack 10-9. He's like, yeah, that's a F it, I call situation.
Unfortunate, but once you put the bet out there, you're priced in.
He's like, well, you blocked my 10, so I need a 9, a Jack, a 3, of course.
A queen is a very interesting.
Yeah, a little sweat, a little queen for a sweat. Spades, which is great. 7 ball. 1 pair.
Back and forth, back and forth.
There's that double for Jay we just mentioned. Not completely back in it, but again, I think he's not going to want to swap spots with him now and double him up again. And then, of course, as we get into August, there you go, the end of August, Trailblazer Tour is back. Dallas and Las Colinas. The schedule is out. 100K guarantee is the kickoff, then a 250K even bigger one, and then that big old main event. So that's going to be a blast in the month of August. It's that great time of year. Football season's coming. We're in poker's tournament season year-round here, which is great for us. Aces have showed up now.
Yeah. I don't mind the fold. Just you're looking for that very specific flop, right? That's not.
Got through 70 hands. It was looking like we were going to be done in like 34 hands earlier. The knockouts were flying, especially with our chip leader being eliminated in hand, what, 2, 3?
Number 2, something like that. 2 or 3.
He won't die.
He won't die.
He won't die. Is that like a line from a movie, like, just die or he won't die? I don't know. I'm thinking something from the 80s or 90s.
Probably. Whoa, what do we have here?
Hello.
That's, yeah, money's going in.
10-3, clearly. worthy of getting your money in.
Mickey's got backdoor spades, middle pair, open-ended. I mean, if you're folding this heads up, too.
Seven total.
Yeah, yeah. All in.
All right, here we go. This might be it.
All right.
Mickey's got the most equity.
A lot of equity. But currently, the 10-3 is good. Can Jay hold and get another double?
Nope. Jack 10, chop it up. Wow.
Choppy.
He turned the open-ended straight flush draw to go
Insane.
with there.
Reasonable, Chi.
Like how Jay announced we're chopping on the turn when he just picked bet.
Queen 10.
You're gonna have Queen 10 next time?
I said I want Queen 10 next.
Yeah. I wanted an ace on the turn next time.
You could tell Mickey really wants this tournament. He's really glazing up his dealer there, telling him, if I get this, you're my favorite dealer ever.
Yeah.
He told him, he said, that's reasonable, Chi. He's calling him by Chi now. Not Tai Chi, but just Chi. So he's on that kind of level with him now. Isn't it funny? Of course, you've been a dealer for a long time, you know, just how quickly you become somebody's favorite, and then you get right back in the doghouse later. They won't even look at you.
That's why it is a dealer's job to disappoint 8 people per hand.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
sometimes all 9 people if they chop, you know. Yeah, like both of them were disappointed right there.
100%.
You know? Dirty.
Hello, 10 ball.
Nice to go from 20% to 95%. He needs a jack. Oh, they chop with the jack. But then where's his 5? What is his 5%? It's just 5% to chop, I guess.
5% to chop, yeah. Just 4 outs. Oh, I was going to say that would be a disappointing card. It is a little scary.
He's got the king of clubs. It makes for a...
He said, I probably lose. He says, oh, whew.
Yeah, see, that would have been a good card for Mickey to bluff at. He's taken some scarier bluff spots today. He didn't take the... Now, I will say that is over bluffed in Omaha, the dry ace. So, if you're new to Omaha, be careful when you choose it.
Yeah.
And it works much better as a raise than it does just as a plain out bet.
Absolutely. I'm not sure I've done my duty and gone to the live stream and hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already, we haven't asked yet tonight. I'm going to ask y'all to help us out. Smash that like button underneath the video. Help us continue to grow this channel and get those algorithms out there. Had a great time tonight.
How many people are watching? How many people have liked?
Probably not enough on either.
No, agreed. But if it's not 50% liked.
76 watching. 10 likes? Are you kidding me?
Wow, you guys got to be kidding
me.
me.
No, 20. We're at 20.
Okay. That's still.
We still need about 40 or 50.
Yeah. Are you guys thumbs broke or?
We'll break them for you.
If you're watching on the Netflix app on your TV, all you got to do is click up on the directional pad, and it gives you the thumb right there.
Hit that thumb, baby. We appreciate it.
Check.
Some people unclicked it. It went down.
Wow.
God bless you guys.
You guys. Man, Mickey found the bluff spot there.
Take that down with a 9.
He did. He knew he couldn't win. I'm assuming he knew he couldn't win with him. So.
He tried with those deuces earlier to win.
He did. He did.
And he said, I had a pair. To which John here said, you did, right next to the no pair. The bottomist. It was the phlebotomist of pairs.
Yeah. It's okay, though. He was trying to live by that deuces never loses motto.
Yeah.
Jay just with the open fold. Don't mind it. And was very disconnected and not suited, so. Miss Lena, I think it's every 2 hours for the live stream dealer swap.
Yeah, normally 2 hours, but we've been in here a minute.
Yeah, I guess maybe if they get down to a short amount of players, they just leave them in.
Of course, you and I during the break did take a quick break out of the booth, so I wasn't looking at the camera to see if Tai Chi stepped away to take a bathroom break or not. But he's been holding down the fort this whole time.
This is probably going to be a raise from Mickey. Let's see if Jay wakes up with something. We can have another big pack.
We're right at the 3 hour mark. We've been going for 3 hours.
Jay has a reasonable defend hand. And
nut spades for Mickey.
Yeah, could have been. I thought the 6 was going to bring us something a little more connected with the both of them.
Yeah, the 5 would have been a nice one in the middle there. Jay holds the 8 of spades, so that would be a naughty card, but he's got that one.
I almost said 8 of spades. Would be an interesting card.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, that should shut it down.
And now it is just those 2 outs, the 2 remaining 8s for Jay.
All right, Jay back to 11 big blinds. It's been a very popular stack size.
It really has. Back and forth, back and forth. So look again, we're playing for almost $4,000 between second and first. Still really nice prizes here. Getting through a field of 99. This is our final 2. 5,700 locked up, but they want that trophy, and 9,500 for first. Our man Jay battling it out against Mickey.
Not bad. Looks a lot better than it really is, but
it does well against the 9-8-7 deuce.
It does. Badoogie.
It is fun, though, if you just get in one of those simulators in your phone to look at equities on hands. You can find some PLO websites or apps to do that in, and just put like a double suited aces hand against something as trashy as the full Badoogie, 9-8, 7-4 or something like that. And it's like those hands have so much equity, even heads up, not even in a full game, but just straight up heads up.
35 or 40%.
It's wild, yeah. You still love looking down at aces double suited every time when you have them. I mean, it kind of gets your blood going, like, oh, this is my hand. This is the one I'm going to. But you're like, well, this one also could break me. So that's PLO for you, though.
Yeah, I lost a pot that I was in. It was a three-way pot, but Jay was in it. It was it's like an $8,000 pot. And I ran the equities later. I had like 65% three ways and lost both runouts.
Yeah.
So it's a very fickle game.
Yeah, sometimes the math don't math.
Yeah.
That's in a vacuum. That's in a perfect situation if it runs out like it should. But cards have other ideas sometimes.
But I mean, the fact that I even could have that much equity was just pretty wild. Most of the time, you don't have that much. you enjoy having 40% three-ways, you know.
I have Tony giving a shout out to OMC Brian. Yeah, he showed me a couple times that app that he created. I'm sure he's still working on that. Plays a lot of PLO. Seen him back in the Hold'em streets a little bit here again lately, but I played a lot of Hold'em with OMC Brian.
I have played 0 Hold'em with him. I played a lot of
PLO,
PLO
yeah.
with him. Yep.
Fun one here. Top pair and against the bottom end of the open ender there.
I don't think he goes with this. Just,
Yeah, the bottom end is, yeah. Discipline there.
10-9-8 maybe. King 10-9 absolutely.
Absolutely, with that upside there, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the worst feeling when you get it in and you've got the bottom end of the wrap and your opponent's got the top end. It just, a couple of your straight cards give them a better straight and you're stuck with just a few at the bottom.
Yeah.
Deuces.
There they are again. Lego says poker calculator he uses, does PLO 4, 5 high-low, and even does PLO 6 high-low too. That's nasty. Yeah, those are fun apps to poke around at. I like to look at it in the parking lot as I'm about to drive out of here a loser. How much equity did that sucker have? God! And then you punch the steering wheel on the way home, or is that just me?
No. I usually only do it on tournament bust outs
Right.
or like pretty large cash pots. I mean, for the most part, I like to think that I roughly know what it's at, but PLO stuff just runs so close. It's not a bad idea to refresh whenever you. It is interesting, though. I can't say that very often when I win a pot, I go back and I'm like, oh, well, what was my equity in
Right.
this pot, which probably should.
Yeah, I don't care when I had the 2-outer, and I get there. I only care when he had it and gets there and crushes my soul. Exactly, creative.
For sure. Yeah, you don't go look it up whenever you hold and because that's what's supposed to happen,
Yeah.
right?
You don't tell all the homies, when you one-outered somebody, unless it was just for heaps, and you're like, look at this shit.
What do we got here? Nothing.
Check mark
Nothing
for
me.
Jay. Got this one locked up. And yeah, the cards are in the muck. Nothing better than when you touch your chips and your opponent has already chunked their cards in.
I've often thought that might just be like a nice little strategy to do. Even if you're not going to bet, just reach for your chips. And if they don't fold,
Yeah.
you can just check.
No big deal.
But sometimes they'll just fold.
Yeah. And it's not really an angle because you haven't made a move. You're just,
And I do notice occasionally sometimes when I'm watching a live stream or something, somebody like just reach for their chips and then
and they come right back. Yeah.
go in for the chip.
Well, and sometimes you do that too. Like you get caught in a moment. You're like, I'm not going to bet. It's just,
yeah, for sure. I've just always thought like if that was something you could incorporate like all the time.
Yeah.
Like how often would you get folds whenever you
if
just
you
have
get one
nothing?
fold every
know?
couple of orbits,
Yeah.
hey, we're not suggesting that you use that as an intentional angle and do that, but hey, it's a game of observation.
Yeah, I mean now if you're getting to the point where you're like counting out chips and you like stack it up and then go to push it forward, that's a little different.
100%.
I'm just strictly speaking on the reach and maybe touch the tip,
Just the tip. Yeah. How many times though, like if you've been actually paying attention at the poker table, like you should, and not stuck in another game or stuck in a movie or whatever, you can see those players who are so ready to 3-bet or get their bet in, and they've got the chips ready. And you're like, well, or you're like, okay, I can see he's already cut out calling. He's calling.
Right.
Okay, you're like, good. Now that gives me that extra incentive to be in this pot. I'm going to go ahead and call now. Like, people, they make their decisions, and if you pick up on those, that definitely helps you out a lot. So
Yeah, and if you're paying attention to that, that's a good time to get them with the check raise.
absolutely. People get antsy. The 4 deuce held by both. They land a 4 somehow.
Queen 4 for
Queen
Jay.
4, yeah.
No hearts working for Mickey, just 1. Okay, so just be a bet and folds. Oh, no.
He doesn't want him to get the
Okay.
hat trick. He's got 2 hands in a row.
What do we need here? We need a 3 for some action.
Oh.
Not that.
Fill her up.
Okay. Now see if Jay could check back. Like,
Come
yeah,
on.
we got a hammer
Rivered
lock.
5? A rivered 5? No.
Yeah. And that's what I was talking about earlier. When you just have a hammer lock on it and it's heads up, you just it's great to check, you know.
Well, you can see straight draws miss, flush draws miss.
Right.
Like, is Jay really going to check back a queen?
Right. And so now Mickey, yeah, it's just a little baby bet.
Yeah.
1 big blind, but
But still, that's a thank you.
yeah. Got Mickey in the blender here, it looks like, or he's just Hollywood a little bit.
Mickey did this earlier with 2s. He's got an upgrade. He's got 5s.
Yeah. Wow.
He does look him up.
He put on the cape. Hero call. Thank you, Enrique.
Yeah. Enrique Iglesias has joined us now, folks, in the chat. We're making hero calls and don't want to make a habit of that. Because then you'll get me singing to you again, and that's just not.
Now they're almost
fun.
even again. These two are battling.
There is going to be a winner, we promise you that. We just don't know when. Somebody's going to take home that beautiful trophy and over $9,500.
Could have a little clash here.
You absolutely could.
Jack 10 flop,
Jack 10-7.
or just
the nuts.
all the spades.
Just all of them. Pretty good flop there, I would say, for Mickey.
Yep. I do appreciate that Jay paused there for a second, though. He didn't just snap muck. He, gave himself a second to think about, okay, do we have potential for doing something here?
And here he is. We went from 11 big blinds to in a good spot here with 1.1 million.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a very formidable opponent. So.
Well, we ended up with those final 3, Egg Daddy, Mickey, and Jay. And you can say the same about all 3 of them tonight. They had no quit in them this whole tournament.
Right.
They both took some big hits and then got back up, went back down. I mean, it's awesome to see those 3 guys end up the final 3, and now we've got a great heads-up battle going.
I think Mickey might have maxed late reg. Lena said he was
did.
playing
You know
cash.
what? He told me.
Yeah.
This is a max late reg
Nice.
final table run for him. So.
Well, and max late reg in this tournament, you have 15 big blinds, which is a very spinnable stack in Omaha. Hold'em, you're kind of on that fit or fold, just shove or fold kind of scenario with 15 bigs. I mean, you can do some min raises and stuff like that, but it's really just a good stack to jam over somebody's raise or, and try to get the double. Whereas Omaha, you can see a few flops before you put it in.
I think the only PLO tournament that I've played in, I may have played in two. Fired at two of the smaller ones here. I think last year. And I late regged one first hand. Flopped a flush draw. And had a set. Guy turned quads and I was out. One hand. I was like, F this, man. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I had a fun pot the other night on hijack. It was set over set over set. I was top set. And bottom set let out. Middle set calls. I jam. Bottom set folds. Get it all in against middle set. Bottom set would have turned quads. So it was fortunate he folded.
For sure. Big starting hand here for Mickey. Jacks, though, for Jay. Would love to see a J.
That's an interesting flop. He's got the 8 blocker.
Jack 10 or 6.
It's a dangerous flop for king, queen, queen 10 as well.
Only one red card, so no backdoor diamonds for Mickey. Just the one red queen there, the heart.
Not so much anymore. Now he's got nut gutter and top pair, which is...
Yeah, so just the 10 and 6 now for Mr. J. See, his jack is no longer good.
Guaranteed. After his injury. That's quite the injury right there. 51 and say he raped him and he's injured and they're like, we'll give you guaranteed.
I feel like if Jay would have had another heart, he's leading that flop almost 100% of the time. It's just a much better flop for the big blind. He has a reasonable amount of equity with the double gutter and flush draw, but just a single heart makes it a little difficult.
Yeah, that's a gross run out. The dirtiest PLO hand I've ever seen, personally, I was in the room and just happened to walk by the table, and it was a 5, 6, 8 flop. Somebody had 5s, somebody had 6s, somebody had 8s, somebody had pocket 9s, but they also had 7-9, so they had flopped the joint. You know, they flopped the 7-eye straight. They turn a 9.
Oh, nice.
So now they've got top set, and in case somebody has a bigger straight, now they've got some backdoor, obviously survival outs. But they were potting all 4 guys the whole time. Bottom set stayed in the entire time with no other draws. Quads on the river. Scooped like a $9,500 pot. It was on table 5 in the back of the room. Bottom set gets there, and poor 7-9 goes from nut straight to top set to top boat, and he's dead. It was nasty. And 5s, I mean, most people with no backdoor draws or anything, bottom set with that much action, I think you're just all day long chunking it. And it was a really experienced player, too, that got there.
Gone on the flop.
Yeah, it was wild. King, Jack. Pretty good flop for that hand.
Very good flop. Jay's in trouble here.
LeBron would have came first and Jordan wins 6 championships in a row. He's still better. What board you on, Gary? It doesn't matter if you win 6 championships in a row, bro. You could play 6 years. If all you did was just win every single time you played, you dominated. Which one? LeBron's awesome, man. I mean, he's so awesome.
Mickey back to $2.3 million. Jay's got those 100K chips kind of stretched out so we can see them. 11 big blinds. There's that number again.
No, I've noticed a lot of players doing that nowadays, just having their big chips kind of staggered in the front, just so they constantly have a count of what they have. Which I think is good. It takes away the thought process of counting out your chips all the time to see where you're at. You just
Better team, you
constantly
want to peel a shit hand
know the
rip it
number,
anyways,
you
and
know.
Fall off the stack after I decline it.
You're hesitant to play a hand like this anyway, but when they pot it right in your face, it's like, eh.
Yeah.
Kind of double suited. Like,
We had the same hand, basically.
Well, it's pretty close. It's like a 9-4 for Jay, and it was a 10-3 for him. They will be at this level for a good while, 25 minutes. You see that clock in front of Tai Chi there.
had a couple of shots at your throat. You've been ahead every time, but like not by enough to where it's comfortable.
With the way they've been clashing, I'm not sure we're going to get through this level.
I don't think we are.
Yeah, man, no, nobody can hold. Remember when they were talking about the Warriors team against
Been some very solid play. But PLO, there's just clashes.
Oh, no, I don't want that back. Here, I'll hold it.
Want some change?
Yeah.
Just give me the whole stack of
Steph
blue.
Curry, Klay Thompson. Bunch of light-skinned players.
Jay going to shift those red chips over to him and just play the blues now. Going to try a different color. It's pretty dusty holding here.
It is. It's just super unfortunate, you know. Gonna hop in the big blind. 20% of the stacks going in.
Yeah, when you're getting down to that 11 and then you get hit two hands in a row just in blinds.
Yeah, I mean, Jay knows his equity, so he knows that, like, even that garbage hand is still 30 to 40%. So it's, you're getting the right odds to get in the pot, but then you kind of reverse odds because you're going to get bet off your hand a lot, and, you know, so.
8.5 bigs.
Mickey has the chips to lose. Jay doesn't. So.
And now he's got a pretty good starting hand. Just a call from Jay, which will leave him with not a whole lot.
There's not very many spades left in the deck for him to flush over flush his opponent, so we're hoping for 4 and a 6 on the flop.
It's a lot to ask for.
That's top pair, but he has a worse kicker. There's middle pair. Worse kicker.
12 outs. 63-37 is the number showing.
That kills a ton of outs for Jay.
That's not one of them. That's a good out.
That is a good out. Wow.
That is a
Got him.
That is a good out.
Wow.
The straight gets there.
Picked up club draws, killed all his 2-pair outs.
Wow. I mean, that was a bad turn card. I mean, that was a bad one. But the river, that was gin.
Yeah.
Jay is right back in this thing. Egg Daddy and his toes have made another appearance on stage.
Nice.
Hello, Egg Daddy's toe.
I wonder what table he's playing at.
Cuts his head off, though. That's what I hate about that view. You know, whoever that is, you're like, we know you.
His other pair draws weren't even live anymore.
In some cases, we're not seeing the best of you.
It's probably going to be a raise from Jay. Oh. Okay.
And the magic word, I think, was already said. Quickly.
Snap, said pot.
Snap pot.
Got clubs covered here. Yeah, okay, that's what he was going for.
640.
If I repot, how much is it, was the question.
540.
Heads up, you like this enough to repot it? After acquiring some chips?
I mean, if that's what he was going for, sure. You know, I would have preferred just an open, but if you want to take control of the betting. But
it went 3-bet and call.
Yeah. Or 4-bet and call.
4-bet and call, yeah.
Limp 3-bet, 4-bet.
1980 is the number on the screen. That's 1.98.
And it's a flip, as it usually is. Not a flip anymore. Still kind of a flip. Less of a flip. We need a club or an 8. Or no. Oh, 8, yeah. There it is. That is
7-3.
ball game, folks.
Ball
7-3
game.
for the straight.
Mickey wins. Hand number 89, our last hand. Congratulations to the fanny pack, the pink shirt, and the mustache.
He gets to fill up that fanny pack.
He's going to get to fill it up with a lot of money. $9,500 going to our man, Mickey. Great job, great run, and great job, Mr. J. $5,700, second place finish. 3 times on our live stream this week. 2 cash games and now a tournament. He ended up a winner in all 3, so, I mean, had a pretty good week.
That's crushing.
Crushing it, Jay. Great job.
Congrats to Jay. Good job, Egg Daddy. Good job, everybody that made the final table. And Fanny Pack prevails.
Fanny Pack prevails. Great run, Mickey. Like we said, late registration. Got in and took this whole thing down. He's going to get the trophy and all the cash. Really good job by him. So here we go. Well, thank you again. I was joined by my man, John Winfield, in here in the booth with me as RJ Dupree was in Oklahoma on a high school reunion. Thanks, John, for coming in, man. I really liked your insight tonight. I always feel like I learn when I listen to you talk about PLO. I know it's the game you love. So thanks for coming in. And, folks, thanks for tuning in and helping us out. Smash those like buttons and keeping the chat alive. Looks like it's about 97 comments from Lego and 3 from other folks. But we appreciate you, Lego.
Thank you, Lego.
For TCH Dallas, I'm Eric Van Loosen, and that's John Winfield, and we are out of here. See y'all.
Bye, guys. And girls.
I don't know. It was beeping. I didn't know